Who else? Yeah, I need to be able to get off No Cap. I need to be able to get off some Rilo Rodriguez. I need to really be able to get into my Alabama bag. And I'm gonna show some love to what's my girl name from Alabama? I'm drawing a blank right now. Dark skin, skinny jump. Oh my God, what is her name? I'm blown that I can't think of her name right now off the top of my head. Flo Millie, my bad. Flo Millie. Alabama. One time for Alabama. That's all I'm saying here, son.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies and gentlemen, and let me get into my poor moment real quick before we get into the actual podcast, dog. I, for one, is a go against my dad, and then I know a lot of people don't show. Detroit gonna feel me because Detroit, Cleveland, I know y'all got a love for Little Caesars Pizza like I got love for Little Caesars Pizza, but that was the most cheap thing I was doing. I was working and I just got super hungry. Anytime, that's the only thing I hate about when I'm in an area and it's a Little Caesars Pizza, I just can't deny it. And it's cheap. I'm mad it went up $2 since the pandemic, but that $5 pizza.
Little Caesars.
Niggas be hating on Little Caesars. Like people be saying, oh, it tastes like cardboard box and this, that, and the third. Like, nigga, I'm listening
ready to lunch joint?
Yes, hot and ready. Yes, yeah. Little Caesars pizza.
Now the regular pizza might be, and I don't even think the regular pizza.
I never had a regular one, but I just straight hot and ready. Give me the hot and ready. I'm even give y'all, if you a gambler and you go to the casino in Baltimore, that gas station right there next to the casino got them jumps where you can literally just walk in there all day long.
You could even have the wing. Like Little Caesars is not bad. I don't.
No, listen to what I'm telling you. I love Little Caesars, but I've been on enough social media platforms to see people always dog out Little Caesars. Like Little Caesars is trash.
Nah.
But shout out to, I know for a fact in Detroit, they love Little Caesars. In Cleveland, they love Little Caesars.
Because I'm mad Little Caesar got the whole Pepsi little pineapple joint. That joint hitting.
See, I ain't never had that. I literally just go in there for whatever the hot and ready
like,
is.
Damn, only Little Caesar got this shit. Like that shit is a bitch.
Yeah, shout out to Little Caesars hot and ready. But of course, I burnt my lip. And you know what's so crazy? Because we live in a day and age where you can sue. I was like, I didn't think about it, of course, until days later. No, I don't know. This never happened in my life to no food. I'm talking about literally burnt my lip. Like I still got like that junk literally burnt. The cheese was so hot, but I was just geeking. I was starving. Like, oh my God.
No, I hear what you're saying, but I don't think you can get away with it.
That lady got away with it.
Little girl, yes, there's a little girl. It was chicken nuggets. You've never heard chicken nuggets be that damn hot.
You've heard pizza being that hot where it burns somebody's mouth.
Yeah.
Live chat. Remember the God you pro receiver. No.
Yeah, I can get, but I don't think you can get away with that.
Well, you should be able to. But again, like I said, we're not gonna get into the Alabama thing real quick because y'all know with certain topics, I kind of like to stretch them out a little bit. But I do just want to get straight into it. What artist would you quit your job to go see if they didn't give you your PTO? Because shout out to the young lady who sit here and said, Beyoncé ain't gonna break my soul. Ain't gonna break my. She's not gonna let her job break her soul. She put in PT. What is it? I don't know what it even called.
I don't know what that is. We don't do that.
What you mean? You could just take off whenever you want?
No, we have annual leave. I don't know what personal time.
Oh, well, okay. She took out personal leave. Of course, for people who new to this, you might not know. I just ain't never had a real job before, so I don't know what it's called. But she took off personal. She took off a whatever. Had a personal day off. She tried to put in her day off, her leave. Her job denied it, so she made a sign. Went to the Beyoncé concert, and the sign basically said, "I'm not gonna let my job break my soul." And she went viral. And she was literally like, I don't know how much those tickets was, or did somebody see the sign and moved her in the direction of the sign because they seen the sign and put her there. I don't know if her original tickets was she was like right there in front of the stage where Beyonce could see that junk. So I'm only imagining, like, if you spent that type of bread on a ticket, I get it. I wouldn't sit here and go for that neither. Like, you're not about to sit here and I'm not going like that. Because I can't, like, I'm sure if she paid for those tickets, I'm sure those is thousands of dollars. There's no way I'm paying thousands of dollars and you about to tell me I got to come to work. And then I almost kind of want to know, like, that's where it get tricky. Because if you can afford tickets like that, what kind of job do you work at? Where did you gonna have to work at that time of night anyway on a Saturday? So I don't know if I don't know if her original tickets was that good. Because I'm just trying to do the math on, like,
some people kind of stretch it too. Some people kind of stretch it.
What you mean?
She probably took off, so she can get ready and do all this shit. The show doesn't start till fucking 9:00. So let's just say she got a regular job and she wanted to get off early, get herself prepared, you do all that shit. So
you saying it don't necessarily mean that she didn't have to she probably did that. And you basically saying that she may not necessarily had to work that day.
What night job you got working with you? You know, that's what I said.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that she probably took off, want to have her whole day where she preparing, getting herself together. Type of situation.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, they came out, you know, full suited and booted. So maybe that was.
Yeah, Beyonce. No, this is what that Beyonce had y'all really in y'all act bad stage. Like, Beyonce, this and one real quick, and it was so fire. Like, I don't necessarily like what was it like? Did y'all get an email or something? Like, what was how did y'all know that y'all had to come in silver? Like, what was that? Like, was that an email? Is that an email
That's
list or something?
her album. She's in silver. Renaissance.
But I've been to a Beyonce concert, whatever the concert before this, when it was Beyonce and Jay-Z. What was that?
That wasn't
on the run, so it wasn't no dress code.
It probably was, but I don't think you knew about it.
I mean, I went with a woman, so I mean,
I don't think on the run was a thing.
Yeah, it was just crazy to see how many people.
No, because wasn't people doing the little that shit that she had over the cover joint? What was that little cover picture with people when Jay-Z had the suit on and
No, the cover for that album, the album that they put out, the Carters, was the dude getting his hair done. It was the dark skinned dude getting his hair redone.
So that's what I'm saying. So that might have been the theme, kind of, right? For the one.
Nah, how you gonna be? That can't be no damn theme. It was nigga who I can't.
I mean, that's what I said. The Renaissance, it really wasn't a theme. I mean, yes, the Renaissance thing, but everybody had their silver, platinum because that's what she wore on the pony, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I said. That everybody went. It's the Renaissance tour. Oh, they definitely was suited and booted out there with the cowboy hat.
Yeah, because the horse was silver, and then her outfit was what little outfit she had on.
Yeah, it's glitters and all that. I mean, it's the Beehive.
Yeah, shout outs to Beyonce though, and then shout outs to Beyonce for people. She had a concert. What was it, Sunday night, and it was pouring down, raining. So she pushed it.
Oh y'all, they went there. Shout outs to y'all.
I mean, but by the time they started, it was over. It wasn't raining still. It was like drizzling, but it wasn't pouring.
It poured down
again.
Yes.
Oh, and she kept banging out. Like, cause I get it. Like,
it was pouring down raining.
Oh, okay. So just because I mean, realistically, me and you was even having a conversation yesterday where it's some artists where it kind of realistically it makes sense. Like, if this was like Travis Scott in the rain, cool. You kind of like that. I feel like that one was coming with the territory. If it was Uzi, come with the territory. Playboy Cardi. There's some artists where I probably wouldn't mind going to see them in the rain, even if it's a sporting event. Like if it's a football game, cool with the rain. But it's just like that Beyonce, like. No, some women put them outfits on, like, and I get, and like, of course, shout outs to everybody who I guess went Saturday because you kind of really got to.
You got lucky as shit.
You ain't get lucky. You just bought the tickets on the original date because it was you got to remember, like with all of those artists, they put the second date out anyway. So that the original date was the Saturday date just alone anyway. So
I thought it was already set. I didn't know she had that one. I thought it was already set. She was doing 2 days.
I don't think so. I think I'm sure probably in her mind she already knew. Like even with Drake, I'm sure you already know certain cities because that's kind of how you've been torn in those cities already. But just to kind of make people hurry up and rush and pay whatever price for the first day. Let me just put out the first day first.
Beyonce ever did? I think she last couple of joints she done 2 days.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it also again with Drake, he's done both days too. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to put out both days off the rip. Let me allow you to think. I only got 1 day. So you got to hurry up and get these tickets. You know how people do for Beyonce. Like, they tweak out regardless.
But I'm going to be honest with you. If you really wanted to go, you was best to wait and went yesterday.
Oh, yeah, no. And you know what's so funny real quick? Because no. Because of course, but probably because of the rain. And then if you do wait, last minute with certain tickets, we was in a group chat with Top and Low, and we was clowning Top because he was saying it like, oh, if you want to get your girl some Beyonce tickets, they like 50. No, they was like $50.
Oh, it went down to 50?
Yeah, no, I think the matter of fact, I might be guessing. The lowest one was probably like 75. But still, 75 for Beyonce. But just realistically, what we was telling him, like, nigga, hold a time, flag on the play. Don't come in here and try to get us to buy some Beyonce tickets because you already bought some Beyonce tickets. And that's why. But this is what I'm saying. I hate niggas because niggas don't like to sit here and be on like, hey, shots fired. You know, whatever. Like, you know, niggas be trying to undercover, be like they don't go on dates. Dog, you ain't got a lie to kick it, Craig. If you go on dates, you go on dates. Because what I asked him, I said, so how you sending these Beyonce tickets, but you ain't sending niggas no Drake tickets? So you just randomly just looking up Beyonce tickets for what reason?
Last minute, you know.
Last minute what? For who? You was trying to go? You was trying to go in? No, nigga. You was trying to buy them for a girl. Like, cut it out. Like, niggas gotta stop, dog. It's 2023, dog. It's okay to go on dates. It's okay to be in love. You're not getting no younger. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to what I'm telling you. Because I'm gonna preach. at an hour, because I seen some early Saturday morning that broke my heart. But I'm gonna wait until like an hour in, because I hate being like, when I even listen to podcasts, I always just take notes on things that I don't like, and I don't like when people start off too serious too early. Like, get me here, trap me here, get me on the roller coaster and let it get stuck at the top before you get too serious. But yeah, but just as a man, dog, it's okay. If you dating, date. If you want to take your girl to see Beyonce, cool. You ain't got to come in here and tell us about the tickets. Nigga, I'm a pocket pool king at this point in life. I already told y'all about the new websites. I'm not repeating them again because I am on YouTube. And you know the crazy thing, just real quick for people who listening on the audio thing. Last week, I literally recorded, while I was recording a regular episode, I'm on YouTube Live with the sound down because I didn't know. But the cool thing about that is now that I know how to turn it down, and I can still play music without getting my YouTube page flagged. So that is too, it's cool. It was a bittersweet moment. It kind of defeated me for the week of just even wanting to do anything. I was trying to like in my I was kind of sad. I'm not even gonna hold you, because I was like, damn, I was rapping on this show for like 3 hours and it literally went to waste. But just moving on real quick. Yeah, so I jumped all over the place. I asked you a question. Is it an artist that you would sit here and be like, I gotta go see it?
Don't rain and shit like that.
Yeah.
If I'm there, I'm there.
I mean, of course, if you paid your money, you paid your bread.
You paid your money, but you talking about I'm going and I know it's about to rain or about to be. I don't know. Or is it some? Or is it? What's this? What I'm saying. I just feel like if I paid the money, then I'm gonna go. But just you talking about like buying tickets, like damn, it might be raining, it might about to be ugly out there.
Yeah, that's one thing. I I guess people don't care when it comes to festivals, because festivals realistically gonna bang out regardless, unless it's just like a tornado or a severe thunderstorm.
I don't think I could be. So you tell me you be that person? Oh, I'm gonna sell my tickets. I'm not going because it's raining. I don't think if I pay my money, I'm gonna go.
I think people who realistically, if you sold your tickets, your intentions originally was to sell the tickets, and then you probably just couldn't. You got stuck with them. Just like even if you was somebody scalping tickets in front of it for a sporting event, and it's the last minute, the tip is about to be tip off, and then you walk up and like, hey, you trying to sell your? Like, you ain't get them at whatever price you was trying to. Which you either gonna go home with them, or you gonna sell them at the lowest price you can sell them for right now, just to get somebody to buy.
That's why I always buy my shit at the last minute.
Even for sporting events.
Hell yeah.
See, but you go to a lot of stuff by your solo, so that makes sense. If you go solo, then yeah, you can gamble it on your own time. But if you was trying to plan out a date night, like I can't imagine, like I'm gonna wait until the last minute. Because even just the thing about it, even if you was sitting here saying I'm gonna go see Beyonce and I'm taking a woman with me, I can't imagine you realistically trying to.
But let's be honest. Okay, you spent that money, but even if you sit here and bought them tickets on the floor level, was it really worth it? Because the stage is up, you looking up the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I mean, I get what you're saying, but still, just realistically, if I'm setting the tone for a date, you can't sit here and be like, hey, I'm trying to take you we're gonna go see Beyonce, and the girl never gonna be like, oh yeah, where the tickets at? Where we sitting at? So I can kind of plan my outfit according. And that's how women finesse you like that. Where we sitting at, because this has happened to me a few different times where it's like, where we sitting at, so I can kind of plan my outfit towards where the seats are.
Okay, my question is, do it really matter where you sitting at? Because at the end of the day, are you really? This is not the NBA. This is not courtside. You know what I'm saying? Like who you gonna be seen by, or what do you try to be seen by? Because my thing is, once you gonna go to the concert early, that's when your outfits get seen.
Of course,
you ain't getting seen while the concert going on.
Of course.
So when you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna wear whatever you gonna wear. Your whole thing is going in there, coming out. It don't matter why do it matter where you sitting at? Because if you sitting down on the floor, who really gonna see your outfit? You down there?
Nobody. But of course, like you said, I do agree that it is all realistically, especially with this day and age, it's the lead up for the walk up. It's the walk up before and it's the walk up after. So you that's realistically what people are getting there, getting your situation together for. So I do agree with you on that one. That's what really matters. It's like, okay, how am I going to finesse this video leading up? And ladies, no shade. All videos and all outfits is not created equal. Some of y'all murked it. Some of y'all
no. And that's why I just even looking at like I'm like, damn, I wouldn't want to be on the floor because it's like, damn, I'm looking up the whole time.
But I don't think people know. You know what I'm saying? You kind of don't know that until you already get there. Like you don't see the actual stage layout until you there.
Just like even that one year when I went to Kanye joint, and I was like, damn, I wish I would have got the tickets for the mosh pit shit. Cause like just looking at that shit was just like, damn, that would have been a hell of an experience, being down there with the floating stage. When he had the floating stage, what was the joint? With the shit when he had Panda and all that on there. That joint. The Kanye before
I don't know,
that.
but real quick, shout outs to Dre in the comments on the YouTube, John. I'm not gonna hold you. Casting that is the GOAT. And you know what's so crazy? Right before I got on this, I was on Hot 97 Instagram. And I sit here and wrote, because I was listening, of course, I listen to Hot 97 every morning. I listen to Ebro and them. And I was listening to Rosenberg, and he was like, oh, well, hopefully Kai one day will become a millionaire. I'm like, dog, are you slow? Like, that'd be my only beef when we going back into the Drake conversation, where it's like some of those old media people be so out of touch. Bro, casting that is like a millionaire 20 times over already off of streaming.
I think you might get the stream, but is he actually a millionaire?
No, he's a millionaire. He signed a contract.
No, I'm saying you signed the contract, but I think they just going off like, all right, yes, you might have that, but I'm just your net worth. Like,
nigga, if I sign a contract for 20 M's, it don't matter if I got 2 M's in my bank account, nigga, I'm still a millionaire. And that's a contract I signed. That ain't even talking about when he got on TikTok and did the thank you. Ice cream, gang. Like, what you talking? Like, nigga, he's up. Like, that's not playfully. That whole little situation when he went out to when he was in New York and all them kids came out, nigga, that's not fake. And the reason why he did it, and it was keeping a buck, that was kind of almost to throw shots at academics. Like, yeah, you can't pull a bunch of people in real life. I'm still really him. Let me show y'all real quick. I take that charge. So what? Give me a little ride charge or whatever the case may be. Nigga, you crazy as hell. That boy got bread.
I ain't taking that charge.
Shit, you crazy as hell. If I want to show niggas I'm him dunking, I'm going to take that charge.
I'm not going to take that charge because they're going to put a liability on you too.
For what? For what happened, dog? For one, I think you can't be so harsh on. Even perfect example why you know they're not going to be so harsh on, because even when they locked him up, they ain't do him like they'd do a regular, if this was a rap or somebody.
No. I hear what you're saying, but my thing is, you got businesses.
So Dre put his net worth is $9 million right now.
Yeah, that's not, like I said. I mean, no,
the only reason I brought it up, one, because he shouted him out, and I was just because I was literally in the comment section on the Instagram jump, because I'm like, dog, you can't be in this space and not know your space. Like, that's my only like, they get paid. It's a difference with people like, you're older, you got kids, we just doing this, we building something. But if you're getting a paycheck already, dog, you cannot not know your space. You have to know your space, dog, because if you don't know your space, them gonna be the people who gonna put you out of a job.
But then that comes back to the, like, when we look at certain artists or how they live, do you really like the wild, you know what I'm saying? Like the people who we don't see them when, do you be like, oh damn, is he really a millionaire? You know what I'm saying? Like certain people you do kind of question. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit here and, I get what they saying.
But only people that question stuff. What I'm saying is, you will only question it if you're not paying attention to your space. Of course, if you're being a nigga and you doing a nigga game, and I'm just literally watching. Oh, if you don't got on a bunch of chains or you ain't driving all these crazy cars, yeah. But that's some nigga shit. Because guess what, you ain't never. Because if you go on a Joe Rogan joint, he don't wear money. You know he got bread because he's Joe Rogan. And if you go look at his numbers, them numbers is there.
But that's just like the little guy before him, the ninja nigga. That was on Fortnite, the white guy with the blue hair.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he was the big one on Twitch before him. That was the whole, he took off. That was the first person that they really paid, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a big sensation with the gaming and all that. But you would look at him like, oh damn, all he doing is playing games. You start questioning shit like that. So like I said, I get it. You just like, oh, all you doing.
Yeah, so he said just do the math. Let's just do just small math on this. I don't even know what that payout will be. He got 20 million subscribers on YouTube and Twitch. So whatever, I don't know what the exact payout on that is, but I know for a fact there ain't no chump change. You can't listen to what I'm saying. It's nothing to even argue. All I'm just saying is, you realistically, if all the only reason why I even brought it up, one, because he mentioned it, and two, because I literally was in the comment section saying, you shouldn't, even if I own Hot 97, I can't have just a bunch of older people. If you're gonna bring up this topic, you have to bring it up with somebody knowledgeable in the studio with you. You can't sit here and be a bunch of 40, 50-year-old people talking about a goddamn kid.
I hear that, but it's just like when you say, but damn, even with envy, it's like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like when you start hitting, let me see what you actually getting paid. When they was sitting there talking about the whole how much I'm getting paid to show or pay the episode, and then when you start breaking that shit, I'm like, well, damn, he really got that money like that? Yes, if you don't know behind because who was there talking about you only got it off of that, with the
yeah, but so guess what? But this is what I'm saying. That's for people that's what for dumb people like that. Envy plays the nigga game. I'm going to show you how his wife got a Cullinan. Google how much a Cullinan costs, like $300,000. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He plays that game for y'all. That's Envy play that game on purpose, and then guess what he do? Okay, I will play that game and I'll turn it, and I'll turn it into doing the car show shit. So Yeah, I'm gonna play the game. I can play. I understand. Some people are cool with playing it, but guess who don't? Charlamagne don't play the nigga money game with y'all. He coming in with Target t-shirts on. I'm not like some people play. I don't have to. I shouldn't have. If you are in this space, common sense is you better study the space you in, or guess what you're gonna do? You're just gonna be a thing of the past. It's like you here to be here, but why we all over the place? Let's get right on the Gilbert Arenas. Real quick, Gilbert Arenas, for people who don't know, Gilbert Arenas interviewed Trae Young on one of Gilbert Arenas got like 2 or 3 different YouTube shows. But shout out to Gilbert Arenas. He was interviewing Trae Young, and Trae Young basically he kind of felt bad that he got left out off the U.S. team. I don't necessarily know why. I seen the joint on kicks.com. They posted something saying maybe was it because of Nike.
Yeah.
But it can't be because of Nike, because Austin Reeves got the China shit. That's not a Nike
That's
joke.
the only person. Him and Anthony Edwards. Those are the only people in there that's not Nike.
Anthony Edwards is Adidas, though.
Right.
So that's what the hell they got to do with Trae Young?
But Anthony Edwards don't have a signature shoe.
Yes, he do.
When?
He got the joint that's about to come out right now. What's the joint?
That was Wiggins that just got a signature shoe. I don't think Anthony Edwards got a signature shoe.
That was Wiggins, John?
Wiggins, but he's with Peak. He's not even with Adidas. Anthony Edwards don't have a signature shoe.
But he is signed to Adidas,
He's signed Adidas. But like I said, I feel like some of that shit do play a role.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then if that was the case, then Nike would have had Ja on the team instead of fucking Brunson.
No, let's be honest. They stirred away from the popular players playing on the US team a while ago when everybody started turning this shit down. We ain't got time for this shit and all that. When all the big names started turning it down. Remember, that was a whole, we can't play during the season and then come back. What was the shit like? Playing all, you know what I'm saying? It was like right after the Paul George injury, a lot of people start pulling their names out of it. The big names start pulling their names out. So they're going to take the people who actually going to be committed and want to actually play. And remember last year, even I think KD was, when what was the last one when KD actually joined,
KD, they had a bunch of big names on the last one. KD played, but Dame played, Jason Tatum played.
It was a couple of them who ducked out of it. And that's why I say I think now the USA team is like, we're not going to sit here and beg players to play. If you're going to play, you're going to play. And I feel like even with Trae Young, I don't, where do he really fits? I don't think he will fit in there.
No, even let's just run down the team real quick, just because I don't honestly, and of course, Gilbert Arenas said that team was just trash. So, and I think that was just him kind of pandering because, Trae Young was sitting right there in his face. But let me just run off the names that I know.
It's not the best of the best.
Yeah, but okay, let's just go down the players that I know for a fact is better than Trae Young. I'll take him any day. You already know how I feel about Brandon Ingram.
But then is that a throw on Trae? Like, I get what Trae's saying. He feel like he's left out, but really, like, you that impact man.
So that's my point. So you agree with Gilbert Arenas, or you don't? Because you saying like what do you?
No. I agree with when he said the sneaker that does play a role in it. That endorsement does play a role in it. Because remember, that's how they got in trouble the first time with Jordan and them with the whole Reebok shit. But on the original Dream Team.
All right, but cool. But just go over the niggas that I just know for a fact. Trae Young not better. He's not better than Brandon Ingram. What's the nigga that play? Anthony Edwards. He's not better than Anthony Edwards. He's not better than what's his name? Jaren Jackson. He's not better than Malik Bridges. He's not
better than Bronson.
He's not better than Brunson, but I can give it some pushback. I think some people can argue
Brunson played defense in the discussion.
Okay, cool. I'm not. Okay. What about the nigga number 4 to play for the Pacers? I don't know his name.
The point guard.
Yeah.
Yes.
You taking him over Trae?
Yes. Trae's just a shooter. He don't do shit else.
So Josh Hart or Trae Young?
I take Josh Hart.
Trae don't play. Not over Trae Young.
I'm telling you, you tripping? You saw what he did in the playoffs. So.
Not Josh Hart over Trae Young.
I'm taking Josh Hart over Trae Young. Sorry. Trae Young is dog. All he do is shoot.
I get what you're saying, but Josh Hart shooting, his shot ain't as good as Trae Young's shot though.
That shit don't work overseas.
Yeah, I hear you, nigga.
So if he got to check Luka, what he gonna do? Who'd you ever have? You ever have Trae Young or Luka? You ever have Trae Young or Josh Hart checking Luka?
Josh Hart.
All right. So what am I picking Trae Young for?
Who else is on this team? I'm going Austin Reeves over fucking Trae Young. I'm sorry.
It's a lot of motherfuckers on there that you going over Trae Young.
Only niggas that I may not. What's the nigga who played for the Nets? Cam. What's his Cam?
I'm taking him over there. Over Trae Young.
I feel like we've been. You been super.
No. That's the light skin one.
Yeah, with the little bush.
Because he gonna play defense. Trae don't play defense, and he's short. That shit don't overseas planning that.
But I hear what you're saying, but then if that's the case, and you gotta say the same thing about Brunson because Brunson is shorter than fucking Trae Young.
But Brunson plays defense and he plays hard. When you see Brunson get pushed around,
no, you don't. So I mean,
so that's what I said. Trae get pushed around. He cried. And he throwing up his. I don't got time for that shit. I'm not about to say him babysit. He already got a mutt on his name already. Look how many coaches he'd have been through, and ain't one shit. I'm not going to deal with that headache.
I'm with you.
You got to think about the USA team. The USA team has always been about representation of the USA. Why Iverson didn't make a lot of those teams? It's a represent of the USA. I'm not going to sit here and pick Trae up so he can just fucking throw his hands up every time that he don't get a call. It's physical in the FIBA tournaments. This ain't no shit like we're going to let you just shoot the fucking ball. Fuck no. I'm not picking his ass up. For what? Because he can shoot? Everybody can shoot now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, and they got some shooters, and they do got a lot of 3-and-D dudes. What's my man name?
So that's how they got exposed
number
before.
to play for the Bucks. I'm drawing a blank right now with his name. What is it, Porter?
Yeah, Joey Porter. I mean,
that ain't his name.
What's his name? Yeah, I know you're talking about. They play
he number 9 on the Olympic team, and I did see people killing him for that because I think who wore number 9 last? Was it Jordan or Kobe?
No, Kobe never wore it.
Oh, Kobe might have worn that. Or did Kobe wear 8 on the Olympics?
I don't think he wore 9.
So Jordan wore 9. But anyway, I did see people like, oh, how the hell y'all gonna give him number 9?
Because that number's not retired.
Do they retire Olympic jersey numbers?
No, they don't. So who gives 2 fucks?
Yeah, I guess. While we waiting for this this other side to upload real quick, let's keep the people here. Matter of fact, we can just play this clip real quick with Trae Young.
Big team, have you given that some thought?
Man, I mean, obviously, like, I definitely want to. Like, I've talked about playing on USA a couple times, so I definitely want to. It's up to them if they want me to. I mean, I would love to play with guys and show off my passing even more and not have to go out and score a lot and just be there if they need me to. So, I mean, I'd be happy to, obviously. I'd love to play, but I respect the OGs and understand you got to take your turn, but I believe I should be on.
Do you want to play on that Olympic team?
Overrated. Yeah, but just getting, I guess, back into the music situation.
Just for him with even explaining that, it's just like, oh yeah, I want to show off my passing, like that. Well, what do we need you really for that? I mean, this is not. See, and I think that's the thing about FIFA that we're not trying to sell tickets. We don't put, but people gonna be at the games. We need to win. Are you really gonna fit in on our team?
Yeah, I mean, we ain't got to stay on that too much longer. That's cool. I do want to sit here and say, dog, I mean, not about to call her Lizzo. That's later. Doja Cat, bro. That picture that she posted, she looked fucking insane, dog. Like, why? Like, you just, like, I get listen to what I'm saying. I get the trolling thing, and I get that you trying to make it like, hey, I don't want to be a sex symbol. And I kind of, to be honest, I do respect it, but I do feel like you kind of going overboard with it, dog.
But are you really? Because she's showing her natural self. I think that's.
Did you see how far her hairline pushed back? I wear a hat and her joint like she's giving Stephen A. Smith.
She's a female. What hairline she supposed to have?
Nigga, what you crazy? Women got hairline. What you talking about? It's called edges, nigga. She had nothing. That shit was literally. She literally got Stephen A. Smith.
Nigga, them edges is not legit.
Bro, she got Stephen A. Smith hairline. Like, stop what you doing. Come on, like that shit look crazy.
Yeah. But she's trying to show her natural. You see how she had the damn camera angle.
Yeah, I get it. So this is what I'm saying. I understand. I get what, but it's her trolling. You can't try to sit here and water down trolling. Like she's trolling. Like that shit to me is just like
I feel like she was showing her band natural.
No, yeah, you
she
can
had no makeup on.
So then you can back the camera
and all that shit up.
I get what you're saying, but she can back the camera up. I don't care what you talking about. That is trolling, dog.
Why? Because you're showing your hairline?
Man, stop, Marcus.
No. I hear what you, but that's what I'm saying. Who was she trolling? You only no female talking about my hairline.
Oh, that she looked like that picture of Dennis Rodman you got on your fucking shirt.
But what I'm asking you, who was she trolling besides guys? No female say, oh, my hairline's fucked up.
I just know what
a lot of women, our hairlines are fucked up because
Marcus, I get what you saying, but there ain't a woman who sit here. Women find other women attractive as well. It's not a woman who seen that picture of Doja Cat. I called her Doja Cat and was like, damn, she's sexy.
No, I don't think she was trying to be sexy though. I think she was just trying to show her natural body, or I mean, trying to show her natural.
Listen to what I'm saying. And you know what the crazy thing is? And that's not even no knock to her because she can actually rap. And I think sometimes even just when it comes, and of course we all do it, when you a fan of somebody, you get overzealous and get too, but even going back into the Rosenberg thing, the first person I ever really heard talk about her was him. And he was like, man, she rap better than Kanye and Drake. I'm like, oh, Kimosabi. And when you hear people talk like that, so now you set the bar so high where you kind of, when I go listen to her, like you automatically make me listen to her with weird ears where it don't even, like, I can't even get into it for real. And even the songs that you really like, if you're not a fan of hers and the ones you hit, like, get into it, yeah, like you can't, dog, I can't compare that to no goddamn Drake. Like, are you being serious right now? So it's just certain things, and don't get it twisted. Her new song, what was that? Paint the Town Red. I do feel like she was throwing some shade at Nicki on that jump when I was kind of like, okay, she really rapping on here, and she throwing some bars. I like that one better than whatever the last song she put out, but it's still for me, it's like, And it might be just a voice switch up thing where it just don't. It's cool. Like she had like them little bars where she's like, I don't need the features and I don't need to link up with new friends. So when she said that, I was kind of like, is this a Nicki diss?
I don't think so.
Then who's she talking to?
I think she's just talking about everybody though.
Yeah, we can't keep doing that though.
But who really Nicki actually linked up with? What new friends has she linked up with? Only
Sexy Red, Ice Spice.
Everybody else done a feature with them.
Ooh, nobody else don't got no features with even one of them.
But everybody bigging them up or
not no other women.
Huh?
Nigga, what's it say? Who Sexy Red don't got no song with nobody else but her and Sukihana.
Okay, well maybe that's what I'm thinking about then. That's what
like,
I don't think she's throwing shots at Nicki. Because what though? What would you throw shots at Nicki?
Because for? I mean, let's be real, it's hip hop. It's a competitive space. And nobody's just here. And I think sometimes, like, I think women are kind of figuring out, like, for people to take me serious, I kind of can't just lay down and be okay with the get down. I kind of gotta throw some smoke over there.
All right, but my question is, you throw shots at Nicki, but has Nicki really ever just like? Nicki
didn't do that song. That song, to get into it, yeah. Like that song, like even on that song, she bigged her up. I know for a fact if I big you up and I send you a song and you and I think that reason at that time, I think Nicki, like I couldn't do the song because I forgot what the excuse was she gave. So I want to say it was because she like I wasn't in the space for that. Or I felt like I couldn't do nothing on that song. You can't tell me that you felt like you couldn't do nothing to that, and that song was a hit. That Doja Cat Get Into It, yeah, was a hit. You can't tell me you don't feel like you was in the space to get on this song. You couldn't do nothing for me, and then you sit here and go do a bunch of songs with Ice Spice and fucking Sexy Red. And Sexy Red, the bottom of her feet is ridiculous, bro. That like she was giving dirty stripper, like she was in a strip club that ain't never washed her fucking floor. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
she was out having a wild time with fucking whatchamacallit.
And Summer Walker is corny. She is corny, dog. Like, take your L in peace. And then the crazy thing is you're putting up more of a public spat over a nigga you don't got kids with than you did with the two niggas you had kids with.
Talk about it.
How do that make sense? Like, you have to explain that and actually make that make sense to me. How do you get more upset that Lil Meech was helping a woman taking her groceries than you did? Groceries? I'm just telling you what the man said.
I'm not disagreeing with the man said at all. I'm not disagreeing with the man said. He said what he said.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know, but she just upset. You more upset about that. Like, you literally got rid of Larry and nobody didn't know, or you didn't even care, and then you picked up Meech, and now you in your feelings. You got to feel like you back outside trying to get your leg back.
Is she?
Nigga, as long as Summer Walker's been out, I have never seen her in a club, especially not in the club doing that.
So, okay, so my question. It's kind of. See, I feel like people be doing too much promotion and gimmicks and shit. So I kind of wondered, I'm not gonna say necessarily was it a rollout, but I just feel like just to catch a buzz or catch to catch some wave.
So are you saying? What you saying? You saying
like her doing all that was just all right. The Usher song, her and Usher song came out, and the song she got with little what's TJ?
Who got a song with Lil TJ?
Summer Walker.
I ain't heard it.
Yeah, she got some.
It's his song?
Yeah.
Oh, and then that's why I ain't heard it.
Yeah, it's a song. Yeah, that's a cool song. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Maybe that might be like, oh, all right, let me grab some, get people's attention with that.
No, because it's not her song. What you doing all the extra attention for somebody else on that? Wouldn't nigga.
But
He gotta
okay.
learn how to promote his own shit. I'm not promoting it.
So okay. So my thing with Summer, right? Even with her, I feel like that shit is. I get what you saying. Like you doing all this extra shit, and even with her throwing out like when you say I want somebody to be comfortable with me and be able, I could like because that whole shit about him and his father, like you put that out there. Why?
Yeah, that was petty, and then it was just like realistically, that was petty, and then it's almost like, what's the point realistically? Because one that's petty, and then what's the point? Because it's like, nigga, we all know his father ain't dead, like, and that's not even like, and you trying to make it like it's a jab, like, dog, his father is a fucking Hall of Fame drug trapper of all times, dog. Like dog, they have a whole TV show about this man father. So for you to feel like you was like, oh, you'll deal with your childhood trauma, like, dog, like that wasn't like, is that a real? You thought that was a real dig?
But she's been a female though.
But listen to what I'm saying.
So
Listen to what I'm saying. Cool, you can be a female, but you should have been a female 2 baby fathers ago. Don't sit here and bring your fucking trauma and your sad fucking pity party and try to drag me to fucking hell and be butthurt. You should have been butthurt over the two, especially the nigga you got twins with. You let one nigga go, literally jumped into another joint and got pregnant with twins, dog. Don't, nigga. I'm just a nigga off. You just met me off of a TV show for real. The fuck are you talking about? And then you talking about, oh, I hate when niggas pursue me for however many years, and then you sit here and waste my time, dog. You can't. It's time out. And this is when all females need a male friend or brother or something. Somebody to tell you something real, bro. A nigga chasing you after you done literally just had 3 kids, and you thought he was chasing you to take you serious. What fucking planet is this?
Talk your shit.
No, you got 3 kids under the age of 5. You thought a 23-year-old nigga was chasing you to save you? Stop, dog. Listen to what I'm saying. Ain't no pussy in the world that fucking good. You gotta relax, dog. You couldn't have believed that you thought, like, come on, dog, stop. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, nigga, you don't even sing that fucking good for you to think niggas is geeking for you like that. Like, well, let's be fucking for real, dog. Shout outs to fucking SZA. Shout outs to SZA. Shout outs to fucking SZA.
Don't discredit it. Don't discredit
it. Gone, girl. Gone, girl. Like, come on, dog. Like, stop.
What song that was?
What else we gotta get into?
I mean, we're gonna talk about Meech, or you wait?
What you mean? What about him?
I mean, that story. Have you? What's the worst lie you or the dumbest lie you done told?
Don't, because I'm not a cheater. Sorry, I'm just not. I'm sorry, nigga. That's not. Listen to what I'm saying. I haven't been in enough relationships for that to have to be my story. And 2, when I'm in relationships, I'm really in them. That's just not gonna be my story.
All right, Mr. Perfect.
Sorry for you, nigga. Ain't Mr. Perfect, nigga. Listen to what I'm saying. I enjoy when I'm single. I enjoy my singleness.
Right, but would you just say, "Oh, I'm with another bitch"?
No, he was, nigga. What you can't say? What can you say? You was caught red-handed, nigga. You on camera, camera.
But that's what I'm asking you. What was the dumbest lies or anything you didn't?
I'm telling. I've never done it.
Right, so you just be honest with him, like, "Oh, I was with."
No, I've just never cheated.
No, I'm okay. You being single, right? You went out with a bitch, right? Or whatever the case may be, and somebody else seeing you with another bitch. Oh, I thought you was talking. How do you don't explain that? You are CEO, Mike. Don't.
No, listen to what I'm saying. So let's be clear. I don't go out in public with women that I'm not in a relationship with.
He was not in public. With. He was going into there.
Yeah, but he's famous. So nigga, how often is that going to happen to somebody? Nigga, that's somebody trying to get clout like that. How often is that really gonna happen to somebody? That's not happening to a random nigga. That's not even happening to a random athlete.
That's happening.
No, it's not. How? Because they not even know who you are. You think if a nigga, you thought it was a timeout. So if you think if Dak Prescott was going somewhere, let's just say if he was, what's a city that they don't play a lot? You think if Dak Prescott was walking in a woman's house in fucking Cincinnati, that they gonna know who the fuck he is? No, niggas, Lil Meech, he on TV, and this was in Houston. He on TV. He's on one of the most biggest shows.
That somebody said that's the same apartment complex that your boy got caught. That we was talking about. Rich. What's the one we was talking
Rich
about?
the Kid?
Yeah, him.
I mean, I don't know. I
They
don't.
said that was the same apartment complex that he got caught in.
I'm sure it wasn't. One was in Houston. I'm sure the other one probably was in LA. But
No, that's what they said. He got that's the joint he got killed. It was in Houston.
all right. Well, I don't mean he didn't get caught. The girl leaked. That was her camera. That was her ring camera from her joint. It's two different things. Little me. No, nobody know who Rich the Kid is. Rich the Kid can go in any
No,
fucking
that
complex.
wasn't her.
Yes, it was, nigga. She was just trying to extort him for 30 bands.
Huh? How's that her ring camera? If that's
No, listen, no, ho. What I'm talking about. The Rich the Kid jump was from the face, from him at the door.
Okay,
The Lil Meech jump was from the back. So yes, what I'm saying, the Lil Meech jump, somebody leaked that. Yeah, that's for clout. But I'm talking about the Rich the Kid shit. She was extorting him for bread.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's
That's two. Them scenarios is two different scenarios. But I mean, like I said, shout out to Lil Meech. He gonna move on fast, and you obviously see him. He in the fucking club, and the girl licking his face. Don't like he's Lil Meech. On the it's literally we talk about this shit a million times. It ain't too many shows bigger than the guy any 50 Cent show. So what are you talking about? It ain't hard for none of them niggas to get no fucking cheeks.
No.
Fuck Summer Walker. Take some time. Take it, do your little dirt shit. Get almost healed. Like take some time on yourself and actually fucking heal. Get over, raise those kids. You shouldn't even jump back out there until at least the oldest one, like 7, dog. Take a break.
Talk about where though? Like that's my only thing. Is just
Dog, you should not be trying to get in a relationship and you got 3 brand new kids. Raise your fucking kids, dog. That's my point. I keep having this conversation with y'all every
female,
dog. I don't care, female, man. I'm not keep giving y'all passes for wanting to still live your. No, after you have kids, your life is over, dog. Hang that shit up. If you ain't got a real support system, it's over for you. Put that shit, dog. Y'all need to raise your fucking kids. Like I said, give me fucking 20 more minutes and we gonna have a fucking real conversation. Y'all need to hang that shit up, dog. Stop trying. Everybody still want to live their lives. I didn't tell you to take that fucking rub off. I ain't tell you to keep letting niggas take you to Pound Town Raw, dog. Like, come on, grow the fuck up. Oh, y'all parents was parents.
You
need to be.
person said after how many times you doing what you doing? So how many you said
I don't have kids.
I get what you saying. You don't have kids. Thank God. I hear that part. But what I'm saying is, you said after how many times? All right, you taking the rub off, right?
I guess what? I still don't have kids.
I get that you don't have kids. Maybe you might not be able to even make kids.
Okay,
I hear that part, but that's what I'm just saying. I hear what you're saying. You don't have kids. I get that part, but you about to sit and crucify her for what? Wanting love or wanting to be happy? I don't know.
Yes, you should have figured that shit out with the last 2 niggas, dog. Stop trying to figure that shit out with somebody new. Like, what the fuck are we doing, dog? Like, stop.
Of course. I mean, no. But she's still, and she's in a relationship. They are in a relationship, right?
What you shouldn't listen. You're missing the whole point of what I'm saying. You shouldn't have been in a relationship with him in the first place. You should have been in a relationship with Larry that nobody knew. You ain't got a nigga name tattooed on your fucking forehead, bitch. Like, be serious, dog. That's my point. Like, y'all don't take nothing serious. You think everything is just replaceable. I can just have kids and I can keep living my life. I can keep doing whatever I want to do. No, what the fuck planet does this work in, dog?
Hey, y'all go on Mikey's on the YouTube and get in his comment because y'all.
The fuck are we talking about? Don't get in my comments and say shit. I don't want to hear a bunch of fucking old ass women sitting here being mad because you still want to be a fucking hot girl in your 30s and you got kids. Raise them fucking kids. That's why all these young niggas out. I don't care what age group you in. Raise your fucking kids. That's why all these little young niggas out here running around shooting people now. Do y'all want me to skip to that topic right now? What the fuck are we talking about, dog? On Saturday morning, I fucking seen a 16-year-old sitting here having a conversation. He was the youngest and the smallest nigga out there talking about he was ready to go slide for his man that literally just got punished the night before that. Why the fuck is a 16? Dog, I'm up early in the morning. Why is a 16-year-old outside at fucking 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning?
And you blame Kevin Durant for talking about weed.
Yo, so who am I supposed to blame? The parents, nigga.
You said sliding and all this shit. Kevin Durant never say nothing about no sliding.
So who you want to blame it on?
The music.
Man, suck my dick, Marcus. Stop. No, like, come on, dog.
You can't.
No, you have. Listen, so time out. So blame it on the music and not the parents, right?
I told you the parents still got a parent. You said you try to kick Kevin Durant back in some for him speaking out on an interview. Somebody asked about weed. For him speaking about, you still have to be a parent. At the end of the day.
So that's my point. What are you talking about? No. Fuck the music. Stop bringing up the music and bring up the parents.
No, why can't you bring up the music?
Because, dog, your parent control. Guess what? When did you get a cell phone?
I was in high school.
And at that time, guess what? That shit had minutes. That shit had prepaid minutes.
That's
on
what
it.
I'm saying.
Didn't have no music. So guess what? None of that shit don't even count. All I'm sitting here telling you is if you a fucking parent, your kids can't even get no access to no music if they ain't got no fucking phone.
Huh?
If your kid don't got no phone, where they gonna listen to music at?
Even when we didn't have a phone, we listened to LimeWire. We was on LimeWire downloading.
Yeah, you had to sit down on a computer,
Right.
dog.
That's what I'm saying. We in a different day and age where they access is easy. Yes, you're right.
So guess what that means?
you
So their
still
access is easier. So that means you shouldn't have to parent
no,
even
no,
harder.
no. Yes, you do. You still have
Yeah,
to
you. So
parent.
no, that's what I'm just saying, nigga.
No, you still. But that's what I'm saying. But like last week when you sit here try to blame Kevin for speaking up, saying, "Oh, well, people."
Okay, fuck that. We talking about parenting now. Fuck Kevin Durant. Your kid still got to cut on. You got to pay for your kid to even know who Kevin Durant is. Because if you don't got no cable, they ain't gonna know who Kevin Durant is. You don't give him no fucking phone, they ain't gonna know who he is. Because they ain't going to no fucking game. So fuck him. We talking about the parents. I'm not condoning sitting here. She got 3 goddamn brand new babies and her still here. I want to run out here and go fucking date. And you're sitting here telling me, and it's a bunch of kids out here killing other kids, dog. 6, dog, you think was Saturday morning? I'm saying, let me come out early. I want to avoid all that bullshit. So for a kid to still be outside at fucking 7, 8 o'clock in a.m. in the morning, where was his parents at? Why was he even outside that early, dog?
I guess out there, just like that kid that got shot with the worker when he was breaking in the car.
Man, that shit is ridiculous, dog. Parents got a parent, dog. I'm not condoning. I'm not.
You're absolutely right.
I'm not
I
championing.
can't blame nobody else but the parents. Yes,
so guess what?
Right.
Guess what? You know what the mom ain't doing. If you sit here trying to sit here and get a new man, when you really being a parent, you worried about little Meech. Let's bounce it all over the place. So we ain't got. I don't have to sit here and be directly talking to whatever women listening. But if you are so worried about dating, who is raising your kid? If you got time to get upset about a nigga not doing you right, and you still got young kids,
have you been around? Have you been around anybody else's kids?
Like once or twice?
No, I'm saying, but dating wise,
once or twice.
That's all.
That's it.
But so when the mothers that you deal with, their kids don't see you or they don't.
No.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody.
But guess what? I have came on here and a million times and talked about getting upset. Like, y'all bitches need to put your kids to bed at 9 o'clock. Like, you had to get to bed at 9 o'clock. Parenting. Again, keyword parenting. Put your fucking kids to bed. Be in the house and be a fucking parent, dog. Y'all so pressed to fucking still live your fucking life. Hang it up, dog. Hang that shit up. It's a wrap for you, doggy. Until your kid is old enough to really make some real fucking decisions, all them trips and them fucking BBLs you want to fucking pay for. Think about if you were to sit here and spend some extra money to send your fucking kids somewhere else, dog. I just seen a fucking camp for Stephen A. Smith. What fucking Stephen A. Smith said here. What the fuck was Stephen A. Smith? Oh, they was dragging Stephen A. Smith because he was hosting the basketball camp that cost $3 bands. But y'all go on trips all the time. The Turks and Caicos, and you got your cheeks out in the visible boat. They was dragging Stephen A. Smith for having a camp. He hosting a basketball camp. I think it's the AIG, some shit. When he hosting some basketball camp where he's sitting here, basically it's called the camp will cost like $3 bands. Oh, my only thing is don't get mad.
Why are you kicking his back in?
Yeah, because they saying the price it's overpriced.
Hell yeah.
But hold on, you said hell yeah, but the Turks and Caicos with your cheeks out Turks and Caicos ain't overpriced for you to be on that invisible boat with the drone over the top with your ass out.
Hold up, what? Listen to what you're saying. You're going to pay $3 for him to go to Stephen A. camp.
I don't know.
No, listen, you talking about Stephen A. camp. I don't give a fuck who shows up there. Stephen A.'s teaching a basketball camp. You're telling me don't go on vacation, but pay to go to see a Stephen A. camp?
Yes.
And don't play basketball. He's an analyst.
I'm sure he's just hosting. I'm sure he's not gonna be the one teaching them how to play basketball.
But you're only paying that money because of the name, right? You're not paying. Everybody hosts a camp. All athletes host a camp. But you're gonna say you're gonna pay the money to go to Stephen A. camp. Why?
It's not his camp. He's just one of the hosts, nigga.
No, he's on that name. Who's paying $3 for a Stephen A. camp?
Well, obviously somebody is, because it wouldn't. That price ain't
That's
get there.
They're dragging them.
That price ain't get there for no reason. So that's all I'm telling you. All I'm just saying is be a parent, though. Think about less trips for you, more trips for the kids. Find something else for them, dog. I'm never gonna get over that, dog. To literally listen to a goddamn teenager talk about, and then there was a fucking crackhead out there talking, yeah, go find out who did it, and whoever did, go slide on who. It don't matter who outside. I'm like, what? I'm mind blown how small this little boy is to me, because this is a kid, dog. And 8 in the AM, this ain't in the PM. This ain't 1, 2, or 3 o'clock in the evening, dog. This is literally 7 o'clock in the morning. That shit broke my heart. I wanted to fucking cry. And y'all said here once, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go on a trip. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna act bad and all this. Man, you better sit your acting stupid ass down and raise these fucking kids, dog. This ain't grown men doing shit to kids. When you keep hearing these kids, when shit happening to other teenagers, it's other teenagers doing that shit to them.
No,
so somebody ain't raising their kid, dog.
I hear what you're saying, right? So what if that was the weekend they was with?
I don't give a fuck who they was with. They shouldn't be with nobody, nigga. You should be watching them, dog. It's no way in hell. Dude, tell me who you was about to say they was with?
What if they was with their father?
Who you think I'm saying that it's okay for dads to be out here running
well, no, that's
butt naked too?
that's
I
what
said
I'm
parents. I'm not directing this just to women, nigga. It's
Oh,
a parents.
that's what I'm just trying to get. I'm just trying to understand what you're what you're dragging on is the women. That's what I was just
I
saying.
ain't dragging just women. I'm
you said-
niggas, whoever.
No, but you saying someone. Well, that's what I'm saying. We was talking
She was just the lead. She was just the fucking lead role. They ain't got nothing to do with. I don't give a fuck about her. She was just the lead up to it.
That's what I was. But that's the saying. The conversation we was having, or what we was going off, is you talking about the mothers. They shouldn't be on vacations. But like I said,
yeah, because I have never seen a nigga in Turks and Caicos in the fucking see-through boat. So I'm just using that for an example. But you're absolutely right. Yes, the fathers need to father as well. But this generation of fucking people would rather sit here and worry about their vacations, worry about getting BBLs and fucking doing whatever else they doing with their fucking free time and their extra money. You gotta think about let's just keep it right there on just think about if you sit here saying, oh, I'm gonna go get a fucking BBL, so now I gotta let this shit recover and do all this. And you a fucking parent. Let's say if you was a parent of 2 or 3 kids. So while you recovering from this BBL from 2 to 3 kids, who the fuck is raising your kid? Because you can't even move around. You can't even really yell at the little nigga.
but that's just like the video. Did you you gonna play that video with the dude, the guy she bought a vet, and there to talk to his son or her son?
What John was that? What video was that?
I think you sent it to me. The one with the guy, she bought a vet, and then they talked to the son. The son, I guess he was disrespecting his mother.
And it was a basketball player?
No. It was just a vet. I think it was. And he was like, you want to disrespect your mother, disrespect me. Tell me, no, you're not gonna clean up or you're not gonna do whatever the case may be.
Listen, I must have sent you this a long time ago.
No, it just happened. Yeah, it just happened.
Well, I ain't send it to you. Somebody else must have sent it to you. I don't see it.
might have sent it to me.
Yeah, I don't got it.
But even in that video, it was just like a lot of, and that's my thing. Or just even some women don't earn or don't have that authority to their sons.
I mean, I hear you, but I just don't.
But you can't sit here and say, well, don't go on. You a lot of people, how many knuckle, you know what I'm saying? Like actually talk back to their mother, disrespect their mother. And he went, like I said, he went off on the boy was like, oh, yes, sir. But you ain't doing that to your mother. And he was drilling them.
I mean, I guess I don't necessarily know I wouldn't do it. Me personally, I just think parents need, after you make that decision to sit here and say, hey, I'm having kids, you need to sit here and make that sacrifice to sit here and say, I got to raise my kid. And if that means I can't do nothing for the next 21 years, it is what it is. Perfect example, Low and Top in this YouTube chat. And asked both of them, literally, we was just talking in the group chat the other day, and I told both of them niggas, and we was like, if I'm sitting here, if you sit here and say I'm a sacrifice where I live at right now to chase my dreams and goals, and that means obviously you can move in a smaller situation and your living situation is different now. But don't take that free money and go enjoy life. No, nigga, take that fucking free money and that free time you got now to continue whatever you set your goal for. That ain't meant for you to date. You got extra money. That don't mean for you to go on extra dates now, nigga. No, take that money and put that shit into your future.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, right? And not to jump ahead or anything, but just like that situation in the Shy. When the little girl told her father, I should be the only one calling you daddy, I'm your daughter. Now how do you address that situation?
See, he's a pushover. That shit
How
right
is he
there.
a pushover?
Because that line right there, you can't say that to your fucking father. Like, what the hell are we talking about?
Who can't say that to their father?
I'm the only one that should be calling you dad. Come on, dog.
What? No. Answer that question. Because how old is she? She only like 16, 17. What's that? She was
And
just
last season,
pregnant.
so that's my point.
So my question, no, hold up. Because I'm, like I said, as a parent, what is the responsibility? You about to sit here and drag whatever. He's in his house with her. So what are you going to answer that question? Answer that question. What is your answer for that one?
Listen to what I'm saying. He already fucked up because you already, perfect example of what I'm sitting here saying, and I can't even say for him because he was just doing his career. He gave his daughter too much free.
How do you address her though? Your situation. Because they both bumping heads right now. So how do you address that situation?
But just realistically, slow down. The woman addressed it perfectly. Like what she told the little girl is,
I ain't going nowhere.
I'm not going nowhere. You want to move out before I will.
So how do you address that situation as a parent?
The woman already said it. She's an adult. She was an adult figure who said the real shit because he was absolutely right. Like, you got to slow down, little girl. For one, you're a teenager, but you already out here doing adult shit. You was literally willing to go through with having a goddamn kid. So what the fuck do you want me to say? Like, he already done lost her, nigga. She was about to have a kid by the nigga who was damn near his fucking stepfather damn near killed her father. She already too far gone, dog. Like, what we talking about? But listen to what I'm saying though. Again, but the reason what I'm saying is though with him is he's a single dad and he was still trying to chase his career. I ain't sitting here telling people to say fuck their careers. I'm talking about the extracurricular shit.
That's extracurricular.
What, chasing a career?
No, the young lady, the woman.
Man, it's already too late for her, nigga. What are you talking about? She already had her own. She was already about to have her own kid. I'm not about to not get no cheeks, and you was already about to have a kid. What the hell are we talking about?
Okay, but you still telling somebody to be a parent, though, right?
He still is a parent. He still was there. He was still in there the whole time holding his daughter down. He didn't just wash his hands with her and let her run the street.
But that's what I'm saying. But I hear what you're saying. But my thing is you still have to deal with situations until they out of your hands. So that's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying about even with Summer Walker. You're saying, well, she need to be X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, she has the money to hire nannies or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but but listen to what I'm saying. Again, a nanny cannot raise your kid, or you have to. That's of
them do.
So guess what? And so then
the nannies pay for.
No, time out. And listen, what I'm saying. And then you'll end up and shout out to Kim. Shout out to Kim Kardashian because she's starting to live out some of her shit where she was regretting some of the things that she did early, even when Kanye was giving her pushback about the TikTok shit. And then later on, she started doing interviews and she was like, I gotta give Kanye his credit. He was absolutely right. North was too young for me to be allowing her to go down TikTok rabbit holes by herself. And I respect her for being a adult enough a woman to sit here and say, this is my ex-husband at this point, but I can sit here and acknowledge he was right because people was dragging him. And she was allowing motherfuckers to drag her fucking husband. At that time was still her husband, and he didn't want her. And because they was living in separate houses, she was trying to be the cool parent, and he was still trying to be like, no, I influence culture, and you influence culture. How the fuck are you sitting here acting like you don't know how this shit work? And that again, that goes back to what I'm sitting here saying is why the fucking kids don't need no fucking phone. Listen, what I'm saying. These are billionaire parents, dog. So again, her mother sets the tone for what influence is. When the definition of influence, the fucking Kardashian whole fucking crew should come up.
I hear what you're saying, right? But I'm gonna give you a perfect example, and that's why I say you can't point fingers or you can't sit here and say what's the difference between the other. And I get what you like your expectations or what you be in a parent. But my thing is, if a lot of people out there, I'm gonna tell y'all to watch on Paramount Plus, the Special Ops. That's the joint with the shorty Zoe, the black chick from
Zendaya.
No. That's the for Cuban. What's the action movie that she was in back in the day? Colombia. Shorty that was in there. I don't know. It don't matter. Go ahead. Morgan Freeman, all them is in there. It's on Prime. She is a special ops, like she working for the government. Her husband is a surgeon or whatever. He work in the hospital. They have a teenage daughter. She's gone majority of the time, and so like when she pops up here and there. Like the daughter of like, oh, now you being a mom. She got in a fight or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Punched the white bitch. She's playing soccer. Mm-hmm. She beat the white girl up. And she got in the car with her father. Oh, you can't tell me about being black. You don't know that because her father's white. And she's like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like she's talking to him like, oh, you can't tell me how, you know what I'm saying, how to act because you don't know this. So then when the mother come around, she's telling the mother, oh, well, you can't tell me how, you know what I'm saying, because you're not around. And so both of them are in, you know what I'm saying? They not
neither one of them in the kid life.
Right. They making her do adult things because like she's taking care of her little siblings. So come to find out, she get in an accident or whatever. No, I'm gonna take it. The mother come home. She catch him with a little boy, and she drilled the little boy like, oh, who you? Give me your phone. Boom, boom, boom. Your mother come to pick you up because she just came home and they was making out on the couch. She come to the father. Oh, what's this going on? He was like, well, we made an arrangement. Clothes on, nothing below the pants. That was the agreement that they had.
Oh, who made that arrangement? The father
of
the
daughter.
Girl? Oh, yeah, that's nuts.
He made that arrangement because I forgot whatever happened. He made that arrangement with her. Then come to find out, she out. They just leaving cheerleading practice. Woo. They get in an accident. She get in a real bad accident. For the sit here, he works in the hospital. They contact her. Guess what? She's pregnant. So now both of them are chasing their career. Both of them have a good career. So who actually have to sacrifice? And that's what I'm saying. You can't point fingers about, you know what I'm saying? And I commend him because yes, he's really raising the daughter, but then he has to make his sacrifice or his, all right, I get it. I'm not a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have those talk because your mother's not there. You don't know. She away or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I said I get it when you say with certain situations, but like I said, with the nannies in there, have them coming in there, you have those, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can't be there hands-on. Everybody's not a hands-on parent.
I mean, I get you. I hear you. But on my only thing is I hear what you're saying. And I do feel like realistically, a lot of those, that's just a lot of excuses, dog. And my only thing of it is just like when you make those, it's certain decisions you make. That's just like perfect example. If I'm sitting here saying I'm not dating right now because I know for a fact I have a goal for myself. And shout out to Donnie P. We was talking on the phone yesterday, and she was just running down some numbers on me, nah, you need to really lock in on doing your videos on TikTok because it can pay out this, that, and the third, and just telling me numbers because it just realistically, sometimes as a creator, you have your moments where you kind of just like you draw your blanks and you be like, I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood to do that. So let me sit here and just I'm gonna take a break for a second. So cool. If you when you take a break from uploading content, well, guess what you're doing now is you missing out on money. So my thing of it is, even if I'm not dating, if my whole purpose of not dating is to be able to freely create more content, you can't take no breaks from creating content. That is a choice I made. If I made a life choice to take steps back in life to be able to create better content at a consistent basis, then you can't take no break because that's just both of those things is dead wrong. That's just like me going out on a date right now will be just as fucking wrong as me not fucking posting every day. Because both of those things it's just like if you can't do one and not do the other. If you ain't gonna go on dates because you want to create content, then nigga, you can't take date breaks off from not posting every day. That don't make no sense. So that's what I'm sitting here saying. If I sit here making a decision that, hey, I want to have kids, you made that you in that fucking bed, lay in that bed, and you gotta raise them goddamn kids. All that I'm trying to revamp my life and get that shit back together, and I'm trying to still be young and be a hot girl, or I'm still trying to fucking be on your Beyonce shit. Bro, hang that shit up, dog. Shout out to all the women who actually took their daughters out and go fucking see Beyonce. I respect y'all way fucking more. Make them fucking memories with your goddamn kids and stop letting this fucking phone raise your kids. But let's fucking move on to other news real quick. And you know what's just because while we on that, I almost, when I first seen these Trinidad James nails, I was like, dog, it's Trinidad James. I mean, he made his name off of that shit. But then I was almost like, damn, you are y'all trying to like he took it over the top, like the Drake and Lil Yachty and shit. That shit is okay. It's corny and it's whatever. But that
been doing that.
Yeah, but Trinidad James got the 3D nails with. I think
he been doing that.
I didn't know that. I don't follow Trinidad James, but I seen it went viral. He had some sexy red jumps. My only thing with what it is when he had the sexy red jumps, what made me even go back to what my original statement was going to be with him, why they trying to push this not masculine shit onto men. I'm almost cool with it to the point because that shit, me seeing a goddamn, I'm not even, and this is gonna sound crazy. I'd rather your kids fucking grow up and be gay and paint their nails than these little niggas picking up guns. I ain't gonna hold you to this point. If that's what I gotta do, those are the two options. If the options is that these kids will keep picking up guns and killing each other, or they gonna sit here and paint their goddamn nails, I'd rather them paint their nails. Go to Trinidad James, make that shit popular. Like, take your son to go get his manicures and paint his fucking nails pink and fucking green, dog. Like, let him turn up. Like, get them little niggas some purses and some whatever, some dresses and some skirts. I'd rather them be able to grow up and just live their life than sit here and a nigga fucking turn them niggas into a pack. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, that's almost like, I feel like that's the goddamn options niggas got right now. It's like, what we doing? Like, that shit it sound crazy and it sounds sad, but dog, that's the fucking fact right now. Like, what you want me to do? Like, I don't know what else to say, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, shout out to Trinidad James, dog. Shout out to Trinidad James. What's the other? I'm not gonna lie. It's like be gay or pick up a stick. Pause. Like, god damn. Real quick, while we on that last thing, Wayne Brady. You coming out now saying you're a pansexual? I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't even know what that means, but I've been thought Wayne Brady was gay, so it's cool. Do your thing, my nigga. I don't think no niggas. I thought you was gay. I thought you like white women. So now the fact that I know that you probably like white men, I don't care. Word to Alabama. Let's get ready. But yeah, we might as well get into it. We hit Alabama real quick. YouTube, I gotta turn down the volume real quick for the YouTube. I'll turn you right back up because if we gonna go Alabama, we gotta go in the hottest thing, smoking out of Alabama. I guess I'll pick a song for them two together since I ain't gonna sit here and do.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I can't do one without the other. They holding Alabama down, so let's do No Cap and goddamn Rollo Rodriguez.
I guess you love the wild and dancing.
Alabama, where we at? This Mobile to be exact. Stand up for Alabama. It ain't no place like Alabama.
Gotta thank you, and I can't let you.
One time for Rollo Rodriguez having the greatest album of this year. 2023, Stand Up for Alabama. God damn, this intro long as shit.
And they could never find that dreamed up. Memorize knowing it ain't right, but that shit feel good. Saying I won't fuck with you no more, I probably still would. We come on for you.
Let's go. Yeah, but I'm about to say, shout outs to like I say, Alabama. Shout outs to fucking Mobile. Shout outs to this. What was Low? Shout outs to Low. Shout outs to Leak. Shout outs to Top and the YouTube right now. I don't know how. But yeah, shout outs to everybody in the YouTube comments right now. I mean, I just played that thing for you with No Cap, Rollo Rodriguez. Let's be clear. Rollo Rodriguez and No Cap had a fire mixtape. It was on Apple Music, but whenever they started doing their little beefing with NBA YoungBoy and Lil Baby shit, they took it down. I wish they uploaded back up since now they cool. But Lil Baby Petty, he fucking real. As a matter of fact, real quick before let's just kill two birds with one stone. Before I even get into
please get into that.
So what? Which Joan? The
love whatever his name is, the gay guy.
What gay? What you talking about?
Big gay, ain't he?
Who?
Ain't that the dude from that was Drake?
Makonnen?
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait. No, we ain't.
When you say young boy, that's why I thought.
Oh no. I was talking about these just let me how to promote the jump. Oh, you give me a second, Top. I don't know how to, I can't do two things at one time. I'm kind of slow. No, I was talking about this Lil Baby John. This nigga, damn, y'all fucking me up. That's why I can't never really get on the YouTube lives and shit, because I just want to play this real quick.
10. It costs you to talk. 10. 5. You got 5. You got another 5? You got another 5? Get 5. Now you can't hold it. 5. 8. 8. 5 more power. Put your watch down. You do it for 20,000. 20,000 on your watch. Put your watch down. Put your watch down. Put your watch down. You put 20,000. 10,000. Anybody? That's like 85. 5 now. 5. 5,000. I'll give you 10 points. You don't get it. All right. I like you do it again, but I like you do it again for 2,000. Y'all ain't worth this. Please. Y'all ain't worth it. Please. Come on, that money.
For people who don't know what I was just playing right there, that was Little Baby Strong Arm, and it looked like some, I don't know if they was white or they was Arabs, but whatever the case may be, just word to any Caucasian brothers watching this right now or listen to this somewhere in America. Dog, don't ever gamble with a real street nigga. Are y'all slow? Lil Baby literally was running the tables real quick, and he was super aggressive. And they was and shout out to Lil Baby. Of course, you shooting dice in a more calm environment from the fucking shit that rappers don't need to be at. But that they would look like they was at even a table. The nigga was taking money out of a goddamn bank bag and some more shit. But if you can't be that sweet. Like, come on, dog. If you not from, I wouldn't recommend you shooting dice. If you white and you want to shoot dice, go to a casino. Don't fucking shoot no dice with your favorite local rapper, because it's not gonna work in your favor. I promise. That nigga Lil Baby was running the goddamn table. Was crazy. That nigga told a nigga, you got 10 bands or you don't, take off your watch. How much your watch worth? You got 5, dog. He was strong arming these niggas and he was cranking them. But anyway, we here for Alabama. Let's talk about for Alabama only, aka Steve Austin. That nigga went crazy with the chair. That nigga was going WCW Monday Night Raw. I swear to God, I might call this episode Monday Night Raw live from Alabama, because that nigga, I ain't seen a nigga work the chair like that since the WWF, when it was still WWF. Before it was WWE. I'm talking about WWF literally with the chair. That nigga was going Mankind versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Gaga, gaga. They was beating the woman ass, and then that nigga said, oh, hold on, let me get her too. This was like, what's Vince McMahon's daughter name? Gaga, gaga.
Somebody
Nigga.
actually hit the woman?
Yes, that white lady was on the ground, nigga. That nigga took this chair. That nigga, whoever was only people he didn't hit with that steel chair was the goddamn police. That nigga literally hit every white person who was there besides the police with that chair. That white woman was getting beat by them 2 black girls. He said, excuse me, ladies. Gaga, gaga. That nigga was going crazy with the chair, dog. That nigga, hands down, if that was Monday Night Raw, that nigga is the undefeated champion, dog. He did his big one with that goddamn steel chair, dog.
Man, shout out to the nigga that did the swim. Fuck that. You deserve a raise. That's some real nigga shit. Because you jumped off that motherfucking boat and swam your ass over there and got physical.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who thought black people can't swim. I don't know where y'all got that one from. But again, that goes probably sometimes because some of y'all, just no shade, y'all just wasn't raised with your dad in the house. My dad told me how to swim. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all talking about you don't know how to swim. Matter of fact, my dad and my cousin made sure I knew how to swim. I don't know what the fuck type of time y'all was on, but again, shout out to that goddamn man for jumping off that boat and getting right to it. That nigga got right to it like TCB used to do it. That nigga was like, let's run. That nigga went ham, dog. He was swimming like shit. And you gotta think about how many, and realistically, real quick, and I can tie this
in the pool swimming.
No, that nigga was, he was in some water swimming. And realistically, let's be clear, it's in Alabama, dog. I'm sure it's probably alligators and some more shit in that water. So for a nigga to be
Not
that.
over there, but yeah. Not over there.
Why not?
Alligators don't swim in that type of. You ain't pay attention in school. That's not where alligators gonna be.
Nigga, you think alligators not in the swamp water?
That's not swamp water. If it's a boat in there, Dodo.
Oh, all right, whatever. I didn't pay attention to school. I ain't about to act like I did. But just anyway, he jumped in the water, he swam, and that shit realistically. But you gotta think about it, just for most people, just real quick. If y'all was watching that fight the entire time, even I can even tie this in with the Jake Paul shit, but I won't. But you gotta be in shape because that first black nigga who came to really help him, bro, them punches wasn't doing nothing to that one white nigga without his shirt. He was eating everything that them niggas was throwing, dog.
Hold up, my question, right? Just seeing the video, there's a lot of people that was on the sideline, a lot of people recording and all that shit. If you saw that video and that was one of your mans just recording that shit, how would you?
I mean, but realistically,
sometimes you do gotta mind your business, stay out of
and
shit,
and that's the.
But me personally, like if you know, like if I'm asking you, we've been through the go-go's, you've seen a lot of shit pop off, whatever the case may be. You seen that video, he out, whatever the case may, wherever he at, but you catch this nigga on camera just recording that shit. Oh yeah, fuck him up. What would be the message you would say to him? Because I mean, you be quick to tell me, oh nigga, you need to do push-ups, and you know.
Yeah, so no, but listen. So you saying? Are you saying? Hold on, just ask me the question one more time. I was trying.
Like if you seen one of your mans on the side, like everybody fighting, he out there recording. What would be your text message to him? Like he got caught on camera recording this shit.
Oh, you saying he got caught on camera recording me while I'm sitting here trying to fight?
No, not you. I'm just saying you saw him. Like he was out, whatever. He was out on a family trip or whatever the case may be. He was out there. You didn't know that he was out there, and you saw him on the camera. Like because it was one dude I seen. They showed him and he recorded like, oh fuck him up. Like what would be your text message to that nigga? Because that was like one of those.
It depends on it. To be honest, it depends on the dude because everybody not. Let's be no, and that's of course. And let's be really clear. Everybody gonna get their jokes off, and I'm cool with the jokes. And that's why sometimes, and I miss certain shit because I didn't even when that shit was happening or it was going last. I caught that shit late because I don't follow a lot of those pages. But at the court, and everybody gonna have their jokes, and everybody like even I seen Plies like, and you know what's so funny? I'm watching Plies and Plies being careful how he throwing them punches because realistically, Plies probably can't fight. I mean, we all know fucking Plies got pressed out back in the day to fuck this whole rap career up. So, but he was even his little invisible punches he was throwing. I don't think everybody is on that type of shit. And then realistically, in the times we do live in, especially, and maybe because it's older people, cool, do your thing and you're going to jump in. But just in this day and age, especially how some of these young niggas move, you got to mind your fucking business. So that line that you kind of like teetered is that shit is close because it's like, if there was some young niggas, I'm not jumping in. Let's be clear. If that was, listen to what I'm saying, it's cool. That shit looks sweet on camera. A bunch of white dudes, that's cool. But if that was a bunch of young niggas jumping somebody, you better mind your business. Because you go in there and get the knocking them little ass niggas out. Guess what? One of them niggas, you gonna knock his little ass out, and you better hope he don't get up quick enough to grab a motherfucking gun and blow you to smithereens. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen, you like this video, like that video, share it, subscribe, make your jokes, post your memes, but don't try that shit at home. Especially if you live in a city where these young niggas is picking up guns at this young ass age, because that shit ain't gonna play out the same way.
Shout out to security though.
Oh, even shout out to I don't even know where them fucking people came from. And it's so crazy because you know why I didn't pay no attention. The original video, the first clip,
it was just him.
It was just the one dude. So you didn't see all the extra shit. So that's why
I gave props to the dude that swam because I think he was on the boat and that was just I don't know if that was a family reunion or what it was because like I said, because that's why I even saw the black chicks with the blue shirt on. So that's why I don't know if they was a part of that boat or whatever the case may be. And that's why that was why, like I said, shout out to the nigga jumped off the motherfucking boat and slammed his ass over there to get into action.
Yeah,
And shout out to security though. You did your job and you stayed full tall for it. And he threw the ad off. That shit was fucking hilarious. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Just damn, my bad. I'm trying to do. I can't do all this shit at one time. Fuck that shit. Now I was trying to share the fucking link on my Instagram, John, but fuck that shit. I can't.
Oh,
yeah, but I can't do that shit. I can't do all that at one time. But yeah, just real quick, just realistically, just slow down because like I said, I was trying to do too much and my brain started to get a brain fog. But just the people in that situation, it was just like. Even when the one dude, people was like, "Oh, he took the long way, dog." Which I wanted that nigga to jump off that joint. Nigga, he would have broke his goddamn legs, and he would have been on there. Even though when he got down there, he still didn't do nothing. He was trying to break it up and talk it out like, "Hey." But I now know where my brain was going originally. When, like I said, the first dude, when that one white dude with his shirt off, nigga, he was eating them punches, and it was looking like the goddamn Jake Paul fight because it was just like. Again, when I tell y'all niggas do them push-ups, because it was no strength in that shit.
I hear you with the push-ups, but even you.
No, it's nigga. Hold Mark, because this one big. I'm telling you, and I'm not sitting here saying doing push-ups is gonna make you stronger, but it's a difference between hitting a nigga with that grown man strength. That fucking going back into. Let's go back a week ago when we talking about that Terrence Crawford shit. He was hitting what's the Spence nigga with grown man strength, dog.
I hear that, but that's why I even the nigga with the chair. You got to use what you got to use. At the end of the day, you got to.
No, of course, because listen what I'm saying. Because let's be so listen, and that's why again what I'm saying is, and I see everybody making jokes, and that's why I tell y'all all the time.
No, you gotta make the joke.
No, of course, we don't make make the jokes. But what I'm saying is, when I tell y'all all the time, even when I go to certain gyms, I pay attention to them white niggas to be like the close. When you get to them fucking MAGA places, even in Maryland, it's some places where niggas be on that MAGA time. And I promise you, it's not gonna be sweet for you.
That's
niggas.
Just like that Floyd Mayweather shit when they got the fighting outside the ring. That shit with when they the Yo Gotti,
the
John
Gotti
nigga, shit,
yeah,
that shit when we saw the white Bama when he got active. Like I said, you could judge a book by its cover, but you really don't know. And like I said, everybody just because you in there don't necessarily mean that you know what I'm saying. Like you about that life, and you got to pick and choose your battles for real.
But even shout out to the women. The women held that shit down.
No,
I'm not.
The white women. I'm not mad at y'all.
Oh, for holding niggas down?
No, hey, y'all did y'all thing more than a lot of them niggas to white motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, for sure. But listen, let's be clear. No. Shout outs to the white women for holding their white men down, but shout outs to the black women who came and beat the shit out of them. Threw the one woman over the goddamn water. Like y'all was playing with that. That water was like the Royal. That shit was literally like the Royal Rumble, dog. If y'all didn't grow up watching wrestling, I can't explain this shit to you. But that shit was literally like WWF, the Royal Rumble, and they threw that bitch over the goddamn water. Like niggas could have drowned in some more shit. Even when that nigga was, the steel chair shit took me out. That was the greatest shit I've ever seen in a long time because I've been started watching wrestling. That steel chair shit was the great. That nigga goes down in the Hall of Fame. What's my man, the lawyer nigga, the ambulance chasing nigga. They got the Netflix doc on him. I can't remember his name right now at the top of my head, but I'm sure y'all all know who I'm talking about. Who do all the goddamn attorney Ben Crump. Ben Crump, you need to make sure your black ass is down in Alabama. You be everywhere fucking else trying to fucking.
Did any of them get?
Yeah, they got locked up. The nigga with the steel chair definitely got locked up.
Oh, I only seen the white Bammers.
He definitely got locked up. The white Bammers got locked up too, but the nigga with the steel chair definitely got locked up. You can't hit niggas with a chair and not get locked up. Crazy as shit. Even the people, like I said, the people in the blue shirts, they worked there when that fucking boat docked. When them motherfuckers got them niggas in that blue shirt got on there and cleaned shit up.
Or whatever.
But yeah, because I think it was all security for whatever boat company it was. Okay. I think they all had security on their shirt. But the black people they was holding down. But like I said, and I seen even the jokes where people was like, I'm gonna tell my kids this was the Boston Tea Party and this and the third. Like I said, again, all of that shit was funny. But my only thing I'm gonna tell men, you still a man. You need some strength behind. Just watch as much as I was rewatching that video, watching it, pay attention to how that one white nigga was eating them shits because don't listen to it. Everybody can swing a punch, but them shits gotta connect and them shits gotta hurt. Even when and we could tie that in, like I said, with the Jake Paul shit. This is my first time ever watching the Jake Paul fight, and I won't never watch another one. Hell yeah, I never watched none of them shits.
You didn't watch Floyd or none of them?
No, he didn't. Nigga, that was his brother before.
But no, okay, so who he fought at? He fought at Makonnen?
Who? No, none of the fuck no, that nigga ain't fight no goddamn Conor McGregor. Nigga, you crazy as shit. Conor McGregor killed one of them niggas.
They had a popular.
No, he didn't fought all UFC people. He hasn't fought a boxing person yet.
So what's name is the one that's in the wrestling?
Logan Paul, that's the older brother. He's the one in the wrestling.
So who did Jake Paul did fought a couple?
A bunch of
He
old
didn't
MMA
fight nobody.
nigga, but he ain't fight no I think one of the other niggas with a name he fought, I think it was named like not Adam Silver, but it was Silver some shit. But all I'm just saying is Jake Paul do not want, and I seen the joke where, matter of fact, I heard it on Friday when what was that Friday? I was listening to the Charlamagne podcast and he was arguing with his man and he was like, did Claressa Shields, he just jumped out there and said he think Claressa Shields could beat Jake Paul. And of course, his man gave him pushback, like, because his man is white and his man is cool with Jake Paul. So he gave him some pushback, like, nah, I ain't no way in hell fucking Claressa Shields could beat Jake Paul.
Black Bama, right?
No. He do a podcast with a white nigga. But anyway, so he basically, so anyway, however, I don't know how, I'm gonna, of course, it's Charlamagne, so she might have got a whiff of it. And she even tweeted it. She was like, nigga, I get in the ring with Jake Paul.
Oh, it's a female.
Claressa Shields? Yeah, that's the black woman who the champion. And she got like, she was the person who I think she hold like 3 different belts from 3 different weight classes or some shit. But before, whatever the little history thing that Terrence Crawford just broke, before that, she was the only boxer that held like belts in different weight classes. But watching Jake Paul, like, bro, he don't want to sit here and fuck. No, he don't want to get in the ring with a real boxer. Because don't get it twisted.
I mean,
for a regular nigga, and listen to what I'm saying. Of course, but the way he's finessing it, he making it seem like he really wants some bump. He don't want no bump.
You can't sell it. And that's the sad part. That's the sad part about boxing. You have somebody like him who just selling the whole shit and doing, all right, I'm gonna get y'all motherfuckers to watch it.
He definitely had me up. It was literally, niggas 1 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't go to sleep on Saturday. I was like, fuck it, let me see if this shit still on. It was on.
No, he definitely, you can't.
But you can. But listen to what I'm saying though. It was so fucked up is because you literally fighting the week after that Crawford and Spence shit. So niggas got to see what real boxing look like, and then you see him the very next weekend, and that shit's still fresh in your head. It was like, oh, it's a huge difference from a nigga trying to be a boxer and real boxers. Like, yeah, you tweeting these boxing niggas, but you don't want to get in the ring with one of them niggas. Boy, they would kill your ass in that ring. Because that Nate Diaz nigga was dropping his hands and just playing with the nigga in the ring. He was just playing with Jake Paul the whole time. And shout out to Sweetie. Sweetie gonna get her back. You might not listen to Sweetie music, but Sweetie was the ring girl for that fucking Jake Paul fucking fight. And Sweetie gonna Sweetie. You don't listen to that one song from Sweetie. I promise you, Sweetie gonna know how to get her some fucking money. And I should have came in with the Sweet Home Alabama. Sweet Home Alabama. Like I said, everybody go get your jokes over, but just make sure do them push-ups, baby. You got to. You just got to have some form of grown man.
So I'm going to ask you, if you was there, what you would have did?
Nothing.
You would just watch it. You wouldn't have jumped in.
You probably would have got the courage after you start seeing other people run down, but just off the original, because it's your brain, to me, just my brain don't go there already. Like you just so used to just mind your fucking business, especially when you from a major city, dog. You're raised to mind your fucking business. You're
a perfect time to kick that white man ass.
I get all that.
This ain't the go-go. This ain't niggas fighting. This is some white motherfuckers. This your perfect time to,
No, but that's what I'm saying. But I think realistically, even for that shit, if we just being honest, I think that's where they live at. So that built up anger is completely different. From like the dog, how often, like, let's be real, people who live in major cities, how often are you really, because even again, going back to what I'm saying, when I listened to the Hot 97, Rosenberg is a white man, and he was kind of shocked on how many black people were happy because they make him feel like, damn, that many black people really want to fuck white people up. Because that's the only place where your mind can go as a white man, and you in the hip hop space, you watching how many people celebrating it, you kind of in your mind be like, damn, I didn't know that many people really just wish that they could put hands on a white person and get kind of realistically get away with it and get championed for it. Because you blind to it if you live in certain cities, dog. He's in New York and he's from Bethesda, Maryland. So come on, dog. His interactions with black people ain't the same as a white person from Alabama.
He didn't think white people.
Because even just saying, but let's be honest. Let's even just look at the niggas who was beating them, the black niggas who was standing up. All them niggas had on big ass polo shirts with baggy ass jegging shorts. Like, though they look like they was on some bullshit. Like they look like they'd be in the club and them niggas taking, y'all niggas want to do the rose bottles and all that. Them niggas is taking Heinekens to the dome and Coronas to the head, nigga. That's how them niggas is dressed. Them niggas dressed like, nigga, you cut on that Webby right now, they about to go crazy.
Shout out to Webby. Who the fuck I just seen?
He was at a golf joint with fucking Sukiyana. But them niggas who was beating up them white boys look like they still ride around listening to Webby Savage Life or listening to fucking Boosie, you lose my mind. And then whenever some old crazy Boosie shit, or they still listening to C Murder and Pimp C. Like, dog, them niggas look like they ain't been on shit for the last 20 years. So this was their perfect example of like that white man who be having them in the warehouse Boy,
fuck
pick up.
you up.
You couldn't wait. You
That's,
couldn't.
that's why I was just asking. Like, just
But that's
saying
what I'm. But I'm just being honest. I'm from a major city. My interactions with white people are 9 times out of 10 on most days is better than my interactions that I had with a nigga.
True. All right. Hey, you say it like that, then I guess.
And that's the sad thing. So that's what. So again, like I said, if I'm being honest, like of course I understand the jokes. I'm not a fucking comedian, so I'm not here to fucking deliver no jokes for you niggas. You want to hear some fucking jokes? Go fucking listen to Drewski or one of them other funny niggas, because I'm not him. So I'm just being honest, realistically on my every day-to-day reaction with people. I have a better, even if we just keep it on just going to gyms. Dog, the fucking, I told y'all this a million times. Go to the gyms where it's a bunch of niggas who work there and it's a bunch of niggas who go there compared to the gyms when you go to the gyms. The smell of the gym is different. The machines is different. The sauna hit fucking harder and everything. So I'm not about to sit here and act like my fucking interactions with white people every day. I got all this built up animosity towards them. I don't.
All right. I got you.
I feel more comfortable and more safe around them than I do. Listen to the story I just told y'all fucking 30 minutes ago. So I'm not about to make it like it's cool. I'm here for the jokes. I'm gonna laugh just like the rest of y'all. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm scared of the fucking little ass kids that y'all raising right now more than these fucking white people. That's just the truth. What the fuck else we have with it? Oh, just real quick, because just before I ain't gotta go down to the list real quick. Have you ever kind of dragged your feet with pursuing a woman because you knew it may get pricey or it may just throw you off your path?
Hell yeah.
Like you knew, like it's there. Like I got the bait right there, but I kind of don't want it.
Yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. That shit is. I'm not going. That shit kind of blow me because when you know that, like, damn, I kind of been gigging for this jump for a minute. And now it's like you got it, but you got her at the wrong. You got her right. You can pursue her now, but it's the wrong time for you. Be like,
nigga set the bar. You ain't trying to pass that bar.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That shit is tough. And you know what's in the fucked up part about it is, realistically, of course, in the perfect world, if you actually want to be with somebody or date somebody, that should never have to stop you. But the fact that it's 2023, it do. And that shit to me is kind of scary, where it's like,
we just go off of the Beyonce concert, just like, oh, niggas probably paid that price. Like, I bought you and your friends some tickets. So now how you going? Oh, well, damn, my last nigga just bought me Beyonce tickets.
Sweet.
Like, how do you? Yeah, hell nah. I'm good. Have a nice day.
Sweet niggas. Let me see.
Have a nice day. I'm good.
What's in that? Oh, y'all can get into this real quick before we switch on the topic.
On this corner of 13th and H Streets in Northeast, James Robinson, known as Chef JR, is throwing in the towel.
I am sad because we really put a lot of money and a lot of effort in here, and we hired a lot of people from the community, and a lot of them are, coming home, getting a second chance.
The restaurant will close later this month, but Chef JR says it's been a battle with neighbors and the Advisory Neighborhood Commission for 3 years.
Because of Kitchen Cray, they don't have nowhere to park. Because of the Kitchen Cray, it's a lot of loud noise, a lot of engines running, a lot of crimes happening.
According to minutes from a recent ANC meeting, neighbors brought up concerns that Kitchen Cray suddenly opened a nightclub, causing loitering, littering, noise, and unseemly behavior, and accused staff of smoking marijuana on the job.
Guy said, my staff is high every day, but he never stepped foot in my restaurant.
I reached out to Commissioner Rob Dooling with the ANC. He said in a statement, quote, I treat Kitchen Cray fairly like other H Street Northeast establishments. Kitchen Cray opened an unauthorized nightclub in its basement outside of the bounds of its restaurant license with no notice. I have worked tirelessly since March to help Kitchen Cray restore the trust lost.
If the mayor is saying they want to have more black businesses in DC to drive that traffic to DC, and then the people are complaining about the traffic, I don't get it.
4 years on this corner of 13th and H Streets in Northeast.
Time to take a piss break. I've been going through the motions, baby. Give me 1 second, YouTube. We're going to get right back to it like TCB used to do it.
I said, how the fuck you pause live?
What you mean, on YouTube?
No.
On Instagram? I don't know if you can.
No, you can. I can. I don't know.
All right, well, come on. We want to stop back.
Huh?
About to stop back up. Yeah, but just I guess even going back into that clip with the kitchen crate situation,
It's fucked up.
I just don't necessarily know if it's fucked up what they doing to him. But just my only thing is, and I think I had this conversation maybe almost a year ago now, when I had Keanu, and she is chef in the city. She used to, of course, one of my original co-host, and we was talking about why people just don't focus more on building up restaurants just in the Maryland area, if that's the case. And of course, I think Kitchen Crate already got an establishment in the Maryland joint. But my only thing of it is, even when you build the one in DC and you start pandering to the DC audience, I'm sure his Maryland joint ain't cranking as hard as his DC joints was. Because the Maryland ones, you think the Maryland, I don't know how many you got. One in Maryland
doing better.
That's what I'm saying. So that's my point. But that's
because the Maryland joint is the Maryland joint. I've been in. It's small. It's not the same.
It's small.
Atmosphere.
So it's small and it's not the same atmosphere for it. So that's what I'm saying though. But realistically, even if we just talking about just crime and even violence, where it's like, okay, you can move that same energy you was putting into that DC joint. Maryland don't have nothing like that. He already got the name, so why not just go get you a bigger Maryland space? Even we just talking about parking, but let's just keep it on parking and shit like that. Let's just think of just let's bring it back to when we used to go out all the time. It'd be certain clubs and shit you just don't want to go to because the parking is fucking trash.
I hear that part, and me personally, I can speak. Yes, that is more reason why I don't go out. But I feel like it's just still that life, that DC culture, or whatever the case may be, is still attractive, regardless how small the venues might be. How many clubs or lounges we've been in that's smaller than your damn living room,
of course,
but people still go there just for the atmosphere and the environment. So I get it and I understand it, but like I said, that's the fucked up thing. It's just like you bring something different to it, and then they try to, because there's a lot of shit on, because it's on 8th Street, right?
Yeah, it's on 8th Street. It's on the corner of, I think, what is it? It's H and something.
Yeah, the fuckery and shit that goes on. That's my thing. It's just like, I get it. You trying to sit here and you don't know it, or you don't know what's going on. You trying to, why all this attraction. But like, it's many spots out there that you definitely could have shut down before you to sit here and try to make him like, an example.
No, I hear what you're saying. Of course, that you could do other things besides make him an example. But let's be clear, I'm always going to make they're gonna make the black person an example every time. Like that's not. I don't feel like that's nothing new. But my only thing of it is okay. If you feel like if they doing you wrong, you already know they're gonna start the favor to the whites. Then why not just take your business out Maryland? They're gonna appreciate it way more.
But that was probably a sweet spot, right?
No, of course, because DC always gonna offer you, probably at that time, and he been in there for a while. I think they offered you more grants and loans and different shit, so you can get in there, different programs. But okay, cool. Now you see they showing you their true side. They're trying to chase you out. Then don't complain about it. Don't beg to still be there.
But here's the thing, Maryland, where in Maryland do they really have a nightlife?
Because
club wise.
Because
no clubs in Maryland.
No, it is, but it's just low key, Jones. Shit, it's a joint up in Marlboro.
Where? No, that's what I'm saying. That has a nightlife to it. See, that's what I'm saying.
But listen to what I'm saying though. But for people who go to it, they go to it. It's the joint right there. Right. Matter of fact, it's in the same shopping center as the fucking what's the name? The farmers market. The Amish market. I mean, that's in that same exact shopping center. That joint be packed every weekend. But it's not, of course, it's not fancy. It's not like a fucking Wayne and Tony party or some shit like that. But no, it be packed. If we talking about just business, we talking about money. People are there. Motherfuckers living up in Marlboro got fucking money. I don't want to drive all the way to the city, especially an older crowd. So realistically, why can't I?
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that your target or what you or what you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they have their restaurant in Lanham already. That was their first one.
Of course.
He has that. But see, I think that was more of a all right, we can open more because I think he got one out in Virginia, like Virginia Beach and all that. So you trying to cater to more where is it?
I
And that's what I
understand
say.
that.
I feel like even with that, they're upgrading whatchamacallit, 8th Street or whatever, and they trying to make it more you
White.
know, yeah. I'm not necessarily right. I'm just saying you making it more because you got the child. You know what I'm saying? Like you have more stuff out there.
I get it, but listen to what I'm saying though. If they're trying to chase you out, cool. Don't see if they showing you their true colors. All I'm just saying, what's the favorite line that they sit here and say? Don't go where you fucking tolerate it, go where you celebrate it. I'm sure the PG County will take that nigga up in arms, and that shit'll be jam packed. Because listen, guess what? You can't never go past neither one of them fucking milk and honey jumps, and them shit's not jam packed.
Yeah, but the jam packed. But I don't think he was getting the same.
But because the location,
but see,
location ain't as fucking good.
But okay, but that's just like with LeVar Arrington spot that he had at the Boulevard.
He might have just been LeVar Arrington was just ahead of his time at the time. At that time, it was prime. Go-Go was still Go-Go.
Yeah, and
but that's what I'm saying. So that's not. I don't think that's a fair example to judge because you were still going up against I think
and he bought the Go-Go in it, and that's what ended up getting him shut down.
of course. So that's what but you're proving my point. So that's what I'm saying. At that time, that was beyond his. It was a little bit ahead of his time. So I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but he had to still kind of cater to the Go-Go audience. Now the Go-Go is on the decline side, nigga. I can sit here and open up a restaurant or do a nightlife where I don't have to have no Go-Go there.
But see, I don't think people travel to Maryland to go to a club.
But you ain't got to do a club. It's still a restaurant. Wasn't supposed to. That 8th Street shit he got ain't supposed to be a club, and that's the point. That's their part. What they complaining about right now. That's not supposed to be a club. It's supposed to be a restaurant.
Right. But then you have the open roof type of situation. You have all the elements. So my thing is, I don't think no rooftop is in Maryland besides going out Columbia or Silver Spring. Ain't nothing around here.
So guess what I'm saying though? Just because it's not one, what they do that. So listen to what I'm saying. Because it's not one, so that means you're not supposed to make one. Because if that's the case,
you can make. I think the regulation, it's codes and regulations in the county.
Even if it's not a rooftop joint, you can still do something else.
Because I mean, realistic. We just got Jaspers for it.
But that's look how long the fucking Jasper's been running.
And that's one hit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I said. I mean, it's not too many, spots or whatever in this area for the late, you know what I'm saying? Because what was the other one? OT.
But this one, all I'm just saying is perfect example. Look at Jasper's. Look how dog, and niggas ain't going to Jasper's for the food. Niggas is going to Jasper's just because that's where the lay is gonna be. You can get people drunk, you can go to the bar, you can have a good time. Look at the fucking Fridays and fucking on Silver Hill Road. Look at the fucking Fridays and fucking Green.
Open?
Yeah, it opened back up a minute ago. Out there, whatever day it got closed, it opened back up the same week. But
even Greenbelt not the same.
But all I'm just saying is though, I'm just saying here with all those examples is all of those places had their times and run. So it's possible. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not you saying it like it's not impossible. It's possible that you can do it. You all basically is what niggas would rather do. I'd rather run to the city because that's easier because people want to just already come there by just happenstance. But realistically, nigga, he was the draw on 8th Street. Before 8th Street has got all this new shit, he was the draw. So if you can be the draw on 8th Street, nigga, where there's no parking, you think you can't be the draw somewhere better in a better location in Maryland where you got parking? That don't even make sense.
Honestly, it gotta be something about Maryland. It gotta be something about Maryland. It might be harder because I feel like even when they shut down all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's probably harder to get a permit and all this other shit, to operate like that. DC might be a lot easier.
Maybe, I guess. Just a sidebar on just some shit that most people probably don't know about or even care about. Nene Leakes says that she feel like she's supposed to have been Kim Kardashian or just as big as Kim Kardashian, but the fucking network didn't focus on her. They didn't want to push her or promote her as much as they put time and effort into Kim Kardashian. I'm just gonna call cap. I don't believe that was ever the case. I don't believe that she probably ever had a chance of being fucking Kim Kardashian.
He wasn't even bigger than Mr. Ed with horse mouth ass.
Who's Mr. Ed?
Mr. Ed the horse, the talk. She got a big mouth, like Mr. Ed.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I ain't about to shit on her because I don't. Just real quick, I guess while we talking about, I'm not gonna shit on women. I'm not gonna lie. After I heard a lot of my favorite podcasters and radio personalities get their take on Lizzo, listen to what I'm saying. But listen to what I'm saying. I just think realistically, a lot of those niggas made me be like, I don't never want to be around y'all because I listen to every last one of them. When it's a man, you kick his back in. When it was Jonathan Majors or it was any other nigga,
Kick their
you
fucking back
immediately kick their
her
back in.
ass in.
But my only thing of it is, when I was just like, damn, because listen, once they was like, oh, because you know the thing was, when it's a man, people be like, oh, you forcing women to do certain shit. So how come? Hold on, just real quick before you go. How do women have an option when it's another woman, but you don't have that same option to not do it when it's a man?
So my only question is it the captain more than it is her? They just attaching her to the name.
I mean, but that happens though.
No, and that's what happened. I think it might have been the captain that's doing all the fuck shit and all that, but a Lizzo name is attached to it.
Yeah, of course,
so that's
she's the bigger name. But that's
my only kickback on it for her. It's just all right. Maybe it might have been your captain that was doing the fuck shit. But your name is attached to it.
But that's why I'm
just
but
like,
guess what though? But
the first person.
All right, but cool. But this is what I'm just saying though. You can't again. If it's a man, you don't get no pass.
Hell no,
That's what I'm saying.
Because
when it's Jeezy. When Jeezy and all them got locked up when he was in San Francisco, guess what? He had to stay there with all them niggas because guess what? You are the bigger name. When one, if it's a crew and we together, we all gotta go down. It don't matter. It's not, you can't hide behind, it's somebody else. No, nigga, this is your shit. This is attached to your name. This is your tour. You in control of this shit.
You're absolutely right.
But I literally was listening to men give her too much of a pass. I'm like, y'all can't give her a pass. And real quick, even just for Lizzo, this should be watching this shit happen to you right now. Dog, stop being a character of yourself, dog. You betrayed, because this shit probably wouldn't even been as a big story if you didn't try to portray yourself on the internet as such a perfect person. I'm so I'm body positive. I'm this, all this. Because not even just body shame, but just because what made it even grew a story, because it seemed like, damn, everything that you basically stand for on the internet, this person basically calling cap on you. Like everything you stand for on the internet is bullshit. You act like you're the super positive person when you get online, and you're a horrible fucking person to be around. And that's why, to me, it's easier to be yourself. If you're a piece of shit of a person, dog, get online and be a piece of shit. Niggas will respect.
Money change though. Money change people.
Yeah,
that money do change people.
But listen,
and give you power.
But listen to what I'm saying. So all it basically showed you is that money changed you to be whatever the fucking people painting you to be. So you basically, if this not who you, if this not who you are to your core, it's going to eventually show his head.
Okay.
And that's why you can't sit here and put all, you can't sit here and fucking you can't sit here and put all the blame on the fucking on whatever the person is. You can't put the blame on the captain, because if this is who you are, this is who you are. If you into going to the strip club, and don't get it twisted, what's the joke called, the banana strip club, whatever, that shit sound like it's fire. I wouldn't mind going over there one day. That shit seems fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
So when what's name of them broke it down, I kind of get it, that situation. If you not, like I said, but at the end of the day, everybody,
because nobody want, but I get, listen what I'm saying, and I even understood that when they were sitting here saying like nobody wants to be on tour and be the party pooper.
You're born, yeah. Right.
Because of course, I even come on here and talk about like, damn, you might, of course, you know that you don't want to go places, but at the same time, you still want to get invited to go places. And shout out to whoever in the YouTube soliciting talking about $5 feet pics. That's you be mad, low. Yeah, say that nigga some feet pics for $5 and breakdown. Because I don't know who the fuck that is in the comment section, but talking about some $5 for feet pics. These niggas is crazy. But just real quick, I wouldn't sit here and you just gotta be you, dog. Like you just can't be on the internet trying to be somebody else. I'd rather come off as a dickhead and be super loud or whatever, however you feel about me, than me sit here and imagine me pandering.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. And that's my thing. That's why I say kick her fucking back in, because you painted this picture and you drilled everybody that made a comment about you or said anything about you, your weight, your size, anything, and for it to be coming on in your camp.
That's what you had a whole TV show called.
Right, in your camp. And that's why I said, even just looking at her dance, all her dancers are plus size women.
Nigga, because she had a whole TV show looking for them.
You can't. What are you body shaming? Oh, you losing weight? Huh? Oh, she getting too big. What? Like, kick her fucking back in. I'm not gonna say shit. Surviving Lizzo.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. You gotta keep that same energy.
Fuck that shit. Surviving Lizzo. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, you gotta keep the same energy. That's my
You
only
can't,
thing. Just
you can't.
you can't, and that's what only thing I hate about men when they get into a certain space. And
No,
that's just
I get it.
no.
Because
You can't say you get it because that's not fair, dog. So you listen to what I'm saying.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's not fair because if that was a man and you had allegations against you,
You're done. It's a dub.
They done with you.
Only person I heard say that was Charlamagne, and the only reason why he said it because that same shit happened to him. He was supposed to have a show that was on HBO, but HBO ended up dropping him because some old allegations that he didn't already talked about in a book. Somebody bring it back up the light, so he understood exactly what was going on. So he was just like, "Damn, if this was a man, it'd be a dub," and that shit happened to him as a man.
Hey, Lizzo, you on the clock, and that apologize that statement you get. It wasn't.
But I can't even say she on the clock because guess what? Can we be honest? Who the fuck really even listening to her music or even checking for her?
We not checking for her, but that shit you've been doing and running around doing. That's why I say you bring the attention to yourself and you put that light on you because you did all this shit about I'm that black, be happy in your body and all this. But now you got people talking about the shit you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because just to be honest, and that's why I'm gonna always come on here and say, I'm not even talking to women. I say, niggas, do your 100 push-ups, take care of yourself, because just me personally, I don't give a fuck if you feel like I can't lose weight, because nigga, I come on here and tell you I work out and still won't eat candy or whatever the case may be. Matter of fact, I got some fucking fruit snacks right here that I'm gonna eat after I finish recording. But my whole thing of it is, you still cannot act like it's okay, dog. And I'm never going to sit here and be a fan of motherfuckers pushing unhealthy culture. No, because I can't. There's no way in hell I could preach about a nigga wanting motherfuckers to put down the guns or other things. You can't pick and choose when you want people to live right and do right, and then sit here at the same time be like, oh, well, I'm cool on you being fat. Like, no, dog, that shit is unhealthy. Ain't nothing tight about it. That shit is not a turn on. It's so fucking what? You need to lose some weight too then. You need to be able to stand in that pool and say, I'm going to learn from this experience and I'm going to sit here and continue to work on myself. And let's be clear, it's hard for everybody to lose weight. That shit ain't easy. The older you get, the harder it get. Because the more you gotta be dedicated to what you eating and whatever the fuck else you got going on. But all I'm just sitting here saying is, don't get on this fucking internet and betray to be somebody that you're not. Because eventually, motherfuckers is going to know who the real you is. Because you're going to have your day, dog. Every day, unless you're going to be one of the people like, I'm just not going to get on the internet today. But most of the time, you're going to get on this motherfucker. And you want to get on here and you want to keep betraying to be somebody else. You are going to have your day on the internet. And the internet is going to kick your fucking back in if you're not willing to be the real you every day. You got to, dog. You got to show up for yourself. You can't sit here and half-ass that shit. Like, it's just not, it don't work like that. I'm sorry. Like I said, I ain't going to drag that topic out too much. Shout out to Jeezy. Jeezy said he came up with his name. It was because of Wayne and BG. And when he said it and I read, I was like, damn, that kind of makes sense now.
What you mean?
BG and Wayne, Weezy was Weezy. He ended up calling himself Jeezy, but B Jizzle, like they used to, BG other nickname besides BG used to be B Jizzle, so that shit made sense when he said that one. Shout out to Ice Spice. Ice Spice has been named Billboard's rap R&B and hip hop's Rookie of the Year. Kind of can't debate it right now. She having her moment.
Yeah, because you can get a bit loader. I mean, Lotto.
Fuck no, yeah. Lotto been doing it too. Okay. Yeah.
No,
you can't give it a Lotto. No, listen, that's why they said Rookie of the Year. Only other person that you could try to give it up to is Sexy Red, but we talking about this Billboard. You can't give it up to Court. Oh, and it was so crazy.
Okay. No, you can't give it to Court.
You can't fuck nigga. She had an album out already. It's her second album.
Okay. All right.
And that No Party song and that No Party song was like during the pandemic. Like that shit was
no, that was after the pandemic.
No, it wasn't. No Parties with
with Dirt.
Yeah, that song. Yeah, that shit came out like in the middle of it. Like that shit was like 2020, like on the nose, 2020. Yeah, so yeah, you couldn't. I ain't mad at them for that. But shout outs to 50 Cent. Oh, hold on. Matter of fact, no, slow down. 50 Cent.
I was going to see 50 tomorrow too.
Oh, he here tomorrow. Mm-hmm. All right, well, real quick, while we talking about 50, we could just and we ain't got to stay too long. But shout outs to 50 Cent. 50 Cent still doing shows in other countries in stadiums. He can't do I don't think he could do stadiums in America, but he can still do arenas. Where he gonna be at here?
Jiffy Lube.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
No, you can't. He could because it's nobody. It's just him and Buster. He could do stadiums if he had more acts on it.
Stadiums?
Yes. See, that's my kind of thing. I just feel like with this whole is 50 hip hop, like that's what I'm kind of disappointed is you're not doing a stadium tour.
Because I don't know.
Even that joint you just sent me with the Yankee shit, that shit is ass. Like.
But not for New York people.
Yes, it is, nigga. How many New York rappers is on there? You got
All right, so
DMC
okay,
Hip.
so let me run down this list for people who don't know what we're talking about, because some people do live in New York that's listening to this, or even close to the New York area. So Friday, August 11th, doors open at 4 p.m. at Yankee Stadium. One where it's at, because Yankee Stadium, I believe it is in Queens.
It's only one person you should have headline.
So nigga, yeah, Run DMC, nigga, they from Queens.
The person who made the Yankee hat.
Yeah, but how that nigga ain't done nothing.
But he performed there. He performed there before. That's why I said,
Marcus, I get what it. I get 50, that.
This is 50, and you trying to say. I feel like for you, what you got on that lineup. If you're going to sit here and represent, you should have the top of the top. You should pay that money, whatever you got to pay to have him headline that shit. It's New York.
No, Marcus, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but all I'm sitting here saying is I know that getting him ain't as easy as it is to get everybody else.
Fuck that. I'm paying that bill.
I understand what you're saying, but you got to think about again. This is why you got to shout out Jay-Z and Beyonce, because they are, guess what? Still chase their dreams and they're hands-on parents still.
Pay that bill.
So I'm sure it's going that bill. You ain't seen him do nothing. He ain't done nothing. You ain't popped up and done shit with that hip hop 50. Bill. The only hip hop 50 thing he done since they doing all this hip hop 50, it was the museum shit. He ain't performed nowhere. He ain't done nothing else.
Pay that.
But again, like I just want to read off the lineup for people who may be in the New York City area. This Friday they got Run DMC, Nas, Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa, Ice Cube, A Boogie with the Hoodie, Fat Joe, Kid Capri, Little Kim, Remy Ma, Trina, T.I., Cameron, Common, EPMD, Havoc of fucking what the fuck was it? I'm stupid as shit. What the fuck was the name of that group? I can't. Oh my god, I'm some shit. I'll come back to that. Havoc of Mobb Deep. I cannot have a fucking a Mobb Deep. Ghostface Killer, Lupe Fiasco, Slick Rick, DJ Kool Herc, Cindy Cabell. I don't know who the fuck that is. Grandmaster Caz, Curtis Blow, Melly Mel, Roxanne Shante, Scorpio. I don't know who the fuck that is. The Sugar Hill Gang. And legendary DJ sets, Battle Cat, Chuck Chill Out, Clark Kent, Drama, Manny Fresh, and Marley Marl. But listen,
that should be just all New York rappers.
But it is. It's majority on New York. You gotta have some people to sell some tickets, though, nigga. Like, come on.
But
nigga, listen to what I'm saying. Yankee Stadium's in Queens. They got the biggest rappers from Queens.
Why so you don't have MC Light or shit like that? Like that's what I'm saying. You got Trina on there.
Yeah, but they got Remy Ma from Queens.
Man, Cardi. That's what I'm saying. If it's in New York, you should have nothing but New York rappers.
I'm with you on that. Okay, so if you sit here saying you should have Cardi B instead of Trina,
like,
cool.
Even with Lil Wayne, I don't even feel like Lil Wayne should be on there, and he's not even headlining it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this should be nothing but New York rappers. It's in Yankee Stadium.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think because they have so much other shit going on.
So is it an actual game going on? Because I'm like reading in between, it was like top of the ninth, and that's why I was like, is it in between? Before no,
I'm sure it ain't no fuck. It's too many motherfuckers for them to be doing this in between.
Okay, that's why I was just wondering how was it doing a game or some shit like that. That's why I said if it's in,
they got Lil Kim and Remy, so it's like who else would they would if you would have took Trina off? Who would you? Cardi,
but right? It's
that's a different bill, bro. Taking Trina off and putting Cardi on it, that's a whole different bill. That bill, that price is different, my nigga.
My question, in New York, how many people will know Trina songs in there right now at a baseball game or at a Yankee Stadium?
Probably none.
All right, that's what pay the bill, pay them. The Yankees have enough money.
Niggas
can't even put their name on the back of their jersey.
I'm listening to what I'm saying. I'm sure that this is not a Yankees event. They just
no, it is because it got MLB and it's sponsored. It's them.
Oh, it is Mass Appeal. Yeah, the MLB logo, Live Nation.
Yeah, that's why I said pay the fucking bill.
You might got a point. I ain't gonna disagree with you. You might got a point.
That fucking bill. That shit. If you saying this is full time, and to be honest with you, I'm gonna get on the NBA.
What you mean?
You ain't did shit for the
because they don't got no season. The season ain't going on.
When was the 50th?
It's August 11th is the date. Hip Hop 50. August, the actual date is August 11th. Right.
Yeah,
they don't got nothing.
No, that's what I. Okay.
But you can't do that to the NBA because nigga, the NBA all they use is hip hop shit.
But I hear that. That's what I'm saying. You use it, but I'm just saying like I see everybody doing a 50.
Oh yeah, it's no yeah. They wouldn't be able to.
That's why I'm just like. Well, where's the NBA? NBA didn't have no recognition. That's what I'm
yeah, because the season's over already.
Right. No, that's what I was wondering. Okay,
the season's over already. Damn, you fucked me up. We were supposed to get right. Oh yeah, I do want to talk about Buster real quick. So yeah, let me just let this John load up, and I want to come back and talk about Buster because that ties into the health shit. We don't even know how we got. Oh yeah, real quick because we got here because we talking about 50 Cent still selling our shows. I think Busta Rhymes was giving 50 Cent his credit for sitting here selling. I think like 840. How many tickets did that nigga sell? I think he sold like. I want to say it was like 840,000 tickets or some shit in a couple hours. But just realistically, for 50 Cent to have a classic album and probably you one for sure, undeniable one classic album, and you can, and some people could argue that the second one was a classic as well. For him to still be able to sell out the venues that he's selling out now, and for a nigga who's not actively rapping, so it's realistically it's just off his old catalog, you gotta give a nigga some credit for that because that shit is a lot, dog.
No, you're right.
Like that's not nothing to sneeze at. Like, oh, this just some bum ass shit. Like, nah, nigga, he 50 Cent. And you kind of can't even duplicate that because it's just like
ain't too many.
Instead of me putting out relevant music, I'm putting out relevant TV shows that make me even probably more relevant into the culture because it's like most people who grew up listening to me, they might not even listen to hip hop every day no more. But I'm sure that you still tune in to these TV shows. Like that tapping is just different.
But
dog.
I feel like even in that concept, I don't even think they're coming out for. I don't think that's like the Power Universe. I think that's just coming out 50 fans.
But I get what you're saying. But I think 50 fans watch the Power Universe.
No, they do. But I feel like
I'm sure he performed Big Rich Town.
No,
you're crazy as shit. How you don't perform that?
No, I don't think he's performing that.
Nigga, if Will Smith
out for that, what's that? I don't think he's performing that because he's gonna perform that in an album. I don't think Big Rich Town is not something you. No, hell no.
I could just come out to that.
No, I don't know.
Nigga, you crazy.
You know,
I don't think you know how
like
big that fucking.
I feel like you disrespecting 50. I feel like you disrespecting 50 catalog. You talking about I'm coming out to a fucking theme song to a show?
Yeah, nigga, that's a hit song though. That's a hit theme song, nigga. They kill Trey songs when they try to change that shit.
This is a Big Rich Town. I don't feel like that's something that you will come out to.
No, you crazy as shit.
So that 50, what's that, nigga? We went to the DC Army for that 50 Cent.
No, I'm not. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not shitting. I'm not shading the 50
one
Cent.
Of the biggest go.
No, hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying, but I think you're sleeping on how big that theme song is.
I hear what you, but that CD is bigger than that theme song.
No, of course. I'm not disagreeing with you on that one. Of course, the fucking album went diamond, so I'm not disagreeing with you on that. But but nigga, I'm still if I'm torn and I'm doing a fucking arenas and stadiums.
He got enough history. He don't have to perform that.
Man, you tripping. We agree.
Well, I don't even hear his lyrics on this shit. You just hear, it's Big Rich Town. You don't hear his lyrics. You don't even care. Nigga,
I grew up in the New York City state of time. Whatever the fuck, nigga, you crazy as shit. People know that song. You gone. You fucking bugging.
I ain't coming to go see that shit.
I hear you. I know motherfuckers that would. And I know people who rap that, like niggas look forward to. If people didn't look forward to that intro, they wouldn't have made a big deal when fucking Trey Songz tried to redo it.
I just wish it wasn't that far because I definitely was gonna go.
Yeah, that Jiffy Lube shit is that's a nice fucking drive. If you got to work in the fucking next day, nigga, that's a nice drive.
I was gonna make it, then I got the phone call. I gotta pick up my best friend from the airport. I was definitely about to make that trip. Just to go. And the tickets was cheap, so just to go to shit.
And you know, and of course, I think we talked about this enough, so I ain't got to double down on it because I did see certain takes of people coming along saying it's just the price. And I realistically, I felt like I said it before anybody else said it. Dog, dog.
No, it's not the price.
I'm not for the 50 Cent shit. I'm just saying for even while like Moneybagg Yo and all of them had to start to cancel certain dates, dog, people just don't look how many people. Dog, you got to think about it. Beyonce done 2 fucking arena tours. I mean, 2 stadium shows. That's 60,000. That stadium holds 60,000 people. That shit was sold the fuck out. 2 nights in a row. That's 120,000 people.
But you also got to take into consideration. I think it's just. It's a luxury. It is a luxury. Yes. Everybody cannot afford to go to them. Right. That's the bills you pay or whatever. Just like even when like people was bigging up her paying for Metro to stay open.
Hold on, wait until we damn how we forget that. Yeah, just wait until we let me cut the podcast jump back on before you talk about the hearse doing 100,000. I forgot all about that shit to mention that when we give me 1 second.
Yeah, I don't say. I mean, I don't say people were not going to shows for the price because it's a luxury. Everybody don't go to those concerts. You don't get the luxury. Like, yes, you can download the app and download their music or whatever the case, buy CDs. for you to go to a concert, it's
a luxury. It's a luxury.
Everyday. It's
not an everyday thing. No, it's not an everyday thing, and it's a price thing. And I think and of course, it's social media. People just don't want to be on. Bro, motherfuckers' pockets is tight, dog. Shit is inflation. The gas price and shit's going back up. Even perfect example. Just in real quick, even when they was even people was talking about, even thinking about Terrence Crawford and them doing a rematch, and I was like, dog. You can't, when you gonna do the rematch? Ain't nobody watching that shit. And that's why boxing ain't as popular, because guess what when you gonna do? You gonna do a rematch in December when football is at peak football, college and professional, and the NBA is back in full effect. Christmas Day games, when the fuck you gonna do the rematch? If you don't do it like how Javante did his first fight in January.
On Saturday though, right?
So what, nigga? Football NFL is on Saturday. In December? Yes, it is. The NFL is in December on Saturday. The games start coming on Saturdays in December for the NFL.
The World Sports Christmas.
So
I'm saying you can do it early December, but just with the concerts and the things about, I feel like you're going to pay what you got to pay, or you're going to do what you got to do, because even now they give you the option where you can pay. You know what I'm saying? Partial, whatever, all that shit. So even with Beyonce doing the Metro, to stay open, which you got to respect.
Shout out to Beyonce for dropping that. You dropping that 100K like, and of course that ain't shit to her, but still, that's still tight though. You ain't have to do it.
But even with Metro, I don't. You see, that's what a lot of these companies. You trying to penny pinch and try to. You should been open. You stay open. You used to stay open.
Yeah, but I think about how many people not staying out is late no more.
Because that's because everything. That's just like even last night, people leaving the concerts. What was open for you to go get something to eat? Nothing besides McDonald's. Nothing's open now. Carryout's not even open late. Nothing's open late because we got the pandemic. Put everybody on this.
Yeah, they put the time frames on that shit.
Nobody's open now because guess what? Because nobody's out like that. Even trans, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's out like that. So I get it. Like I said, Beyonce paid the money to sit here and convince her fans because yes, you got set back an hour. So I need you to sit here and stay open. And that really wasn't an issue to her. And as you should. And just like I think anything that goes on that go past, you should be paying that bill.
That, you know what's just so funny though? That crowd, for it to be such a upscale event, because you think about Beyonce, it's more of an upscale shit. It's not on some hood rat shit. Motherfuckers getting when they had that gate closed and they was acting like they ain't know what time they was open, nigga. Them people was ready to get ghetto real fast.
No facts, of course, because it's at FedEx, and 9 times 10, most of them in there are the same people that's
from the hood. Yeah, of course, for sure. But just real quick, I guess while we back in the other news, because we was supposed to be because we was about to talk about Busta Rhymes and we was talking about health. Busta Rhymes said he almost had an asthma attack, and that's what made him want to lose weight after sex. That shit probably is one of the asthma attack ain't no joking. For people who don't know, I grew up and I had asthma and I was on that motherfucking pump for real. You do outgrow it, and then of course if you actually started to actually take care of I don't even know how. Maybe smoking boat and shit like that, how I outgrew it. I don't know how I outgrew it before I started working out. But
you don't know if you actually outgrow it, but
no, you know if you outgrew it or not, because nigga needing that fucking asthma inhaler and that pump, nigga, it's a huge difference from not needing it at all.
But I'm saying, but even now, you probably just your breath control and you getting your breath or getting it back together, you probably used to it now.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but I just still don't. I don't necessarily. I think it's nigga. You know the difference between when you need it and you don't. So you know if you outgrew it or not. If I didn't outgrow it, I'm sure at one point in time, in my last fucking 15 years of my life, I would have needed a fucking inhaler. I ain't looked or thought twice about a goddamn inhaler.
You, like I said, you probably just didn't take it as serious. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like a lot of people, even
I hear what you saying, but what I'm saying is, nigga, I've had scares where nigga I had to been rushed to the hospital, been on one of them fucking breathing machines. Like that happened before. So I get I hear what you're saying, but it's a difference between needing them. When you need one of them pumps, you need one of them pumps. You can't fake not need one if you need it. If you need that pump, you need that fucking asthma pump. That's why it's called an asthma attack. For him to even say that and be like, that's why I needed to get my shit together. That shit would freak me out. And I don't know if him and his wife is still together, but she called him out on that shit. Like, nigga, I fell in love with Busta Rhymes, who was in shape. Oh, raw, the Dungeon Dragon.
Now, right?
Yeah, now, but at that time he wasn't. Them two pictures together, nigga, that shit look crazy, nigga. His stomach was sticking out like he showed it. Yeah, he showed a picture. He took a picture before he lost weight.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that nigga
why
he
said he got in shape.
Got in shape, yeah, because of the asthma attack.
See, that's what I'm saying. But he'd been in shape for a while now, so that's why.
Nah, he just recently got himself back in shape. Before many, he kind of was big, but he always had like them big, strong ass shoulders. So it's easy. You can hide that shit. If you wear the right shirt, you're not gonna really be able to tell. But I mean, of course, if you take your clothes off, you having sex with your woman, she gonna see that shit. So if she off the like, your nigga, I fell in love with a nigga who had a 6-pack, and now you just running around like you 9 months pregnant. It's crazy. But again, that's just, to me, you can always take that for a sign of, it may not happen to you today. It may not happen to you tomorrow. It may not even happen to you the next 2 years. But 5 years from now, you just take your health serious, dog. It ain't that shit. I get it. It take time and it take money to eat right and take time to work out. But even while during the summertime, while you still got longer days, take your ass to the track. Don't cost you nothing. When it's free, you can go outside. The weather, the fucking way global warming now, it probably ain't gonna get colder till fucking November. Take your ass outside, walk around the track somewhere.
Shout out the bus.
Yeah,
he can hit him on too. That's kind of crazy that bus is opening for him.
Why?
I mean, you just think you just like, damn, well, bus.
Just because you've been out longer, that don't mean shit, nigga. You ain't got more hits than 50 Cent. Busta Rhymes ain't got a mini man, dog. Busta Rhymes got hits. I ain't saying Busta Rhymes don't got hits, but he ain't got a mini man. Busta Rhymes ain't got to go shorty. It's your birthday.
No, but just thinking like Busta Rhymes is opening up for any. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just.
Yeah, but Busta Rhymes, you wouldn't. So my question would you?
His videos.
But my question would be, would you go see Busta Rhymes? I keep calling him Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes is a headliner anywhere?
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
yeah, so he don't have no choice but to be opener.
For you to say his opener is Busta Rhymes, Jeremiah and Busta Rhymes. It's kind of cool.
But and that's why you gotta give 50 Cent credit. When 50 Cent fuck with you, he fuck with you, dog. He been holding Jeremiah down for years.
Why you say he's on there, right? He's on which one is he on? He's on Force.
Well, he ain't on. He got killed off of Force, but he was on Force. But I'm just saying when I say 50 Cent hold his people down, he just hold his people down. Like he actually just be looking out for niggas.
On the hook on the Force. He was on the
him and Dirk on that song. Yeah. But what I'm just saying is if 50 Cent fuck with you, he gonna look out for you and put you in shit and keep you going.
Did you listen to Joey Badass interview?
Mm-mm.
Now it definitely is in effect, that whole, because even on that on the crew joint, and they was sitting there interviewing him, and they was talking to him, and he was like, well, I don't know when it's gonna come out, but promote yourself. We can't, the situation or whatever.
But that shit blew me because Issa they pushed the fucking rap shit back until November now, dog. Like, what the fuck? Just drop it, nigga.
Probably didn't finish.
Yeah, that's but they had a date already. So what y'all was gonna keep recording in there?
But you gotta think about it. A lot of those shit, you don't know when it actually hit them. Because if you didn't sit here and finish right or had your shit together and you just put a halt, it take just like even with the pandemic, how a lot of shit shut a lot of things down. Where if you didn't finish recording and you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't got, everybody need the shots and all that shit. You put it down on a lot of shows.
Yeah, that shit would blow me. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit would when I seen that shit, I'm like, damn, they pushed it back until November. Like, what the fuck?
You gotta think about, nigga, you ain't think nothing about it until we sit here and told you.
Yeah, but I mean, nigga, you act like the season was over. You told me after the first episode I was on it.
But that's what I'm saying. But even promotion wise, so you sitting here saying we about to bring it back season 2. We really ain't been promoting it. We ain't did no press run. You ain't seen nobody out.
Yeah, but then that's when you got. That's when you gotta allow social media to be social media.
But how much social media can really be right now? If you say
shit, perfect example with rap shit, nigga. Even on TikTok, when you use that hashtag, they had a little car come up. They had the car come up with it and everything. Like certain Jones, like they know how to use it. Even on Twitter, like if you on Twitter and you promoting Power Book,
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You know what y'all probably fucked up. Snapchat was probably the best because they had like the filters and shit that actually promote. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but they still got all that same shit for TikTok. And they still got the same shit on Twitter. Like nigga, if you use it, when Power on, if you hashtag Power Book 2, nigga, fucking Tariq face come up in the hashtag. When Force was out, they had that fucking blue Mustang that fucking Tommy drive. Like they use all you crazy shit. But that's why. But that's what I'm saying. Social media realistically can carry those shows. Like I'm sure when Force come back out, nigga, Twitter and whatever social media platforms, nigga, they can carry them shows. Like you got to just think about it. Like let's just see and say if you got 10, 20 people like me who will make videos, and if my video do 100,000 and this person shit might do 1 million because they got more fucking dog. Them shows can get promoted on their own. Like you don't necessarily have to have your actors do it because how much was they really promoting them shits for real anyway?
And it probably is the whole script writing shit. They probably never got finished of it.
Yeah, that shit blowing me. I ain't gonna hold you. I was looking forward to rap shit. Did you fuck with Chloe Bailey's Fuck You Mean?
I didn't get to hear it.
For real?
No, I didn't get to hear it. Cause when I seen it, I was and I kind of be hating that shit with my iPhone shit. Like if I'm listening to music and then I'm on Instagram and that shit, it stopped playing. You can't hear both of them at the same time.
Well, let me YouTube. You got to go listen to on the podcast app. Let me get into this Chloe Bailey real quick.
Fuck you mean? Yeah. Fuck you mean? Young gonna wanna back calling me splurge. Watch me jump right off the curb. Feelings spread fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my ego, don't know what you heard. Crank up the phone and I swerve. Keep me a stick if they purge. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you mean? I'm gonna wanna they working my nerves. I'm about to pour up some syrup. Fucking this bitch like a bird. Smack from the back of a perm. Ice, the bar. Shitting on all you little turds. Can't take that dick with your tongue. In my own way we can merge. Suck on the wind you can learn. Let's see how much you can earn. Watch me go big like the worm. And I ain't smoking no shirt. I'm in the bit with Pilly.
What?
QP ski. All of my bitches is pretty. They showing their titties and stuff in the city. Like I let her run through a million. I rock with her really. Let's fuck on a billion. Like I'ma get down to the gritty and fuck up the city. Fuck you mean?
She smoked that shit. Stop playing with Chloe Bailey. Y'all niggas gotta relax. She smoked that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. What's your thoughts?
Nah, I fuck with it. But what's your thoughts?
I fuck with it. She smoked that shit. And she ain't got no waist.
But
Shout out to Chloe Bailey, the no waist gang. And I'm not mad at her for not people. I seen, of course, Joe and them kicking her back and saying, "Oh, she didn't say free gun on none of that when he went to jail." Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
that's not my lane.
That's my. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I was about to ask you.
That's not her lane. You're not a because hold on real quick because fucking Yo Gotti just did a whole on Yo Gotti album. He did a song. I forgot what song it was, and he was rapping about this. He was rapping about thugging him in jail, but he never said their name because you know why he can't because nigga he got endless songs. He got a hit with Lucci. Yo Gotti got more songs with fucking Lucci than he got with fucking Young Thug and him. So I can see certain shit, but that's just not my place. And like you said, you ain't seen Moneybagg Yo, and none of them never came out in that whole CMG camp. Never came out and said nothing because they was doing more shit with Lucci.
That's why I was just. I mean, I know how the street politics roll and all that.
But I'm a woman. There ain't no fucking street politics with me.
And that's why I know. That's why I was just wondering, kind of. Like,
how can? But just perfect example. The same way how motherfuckers felt about the Jada Waiter shit when I talked about it a week ago, and people was. I told you, motherfuckers was on TikTok. They was holding her down like she's a woman. Ain't no fucking politics. I'm not a gangbanger, nigga. I'm not. What the fuck gang do I hang with?
I'm all for it. I'm a civilian, so I'm all for it.
Yeah, that shit is corny. Like you can't sit here and be like, oh, she didn't, nigga. Why was she supposed to? What the fuck are you talking about? Ain't no fucking free thug. I keep telling y'all, keep them motherfucking niggas, dog. What the fuck is wrong with you? You keep y'all tripping.
How many females out here don't say free y'all motherfuckers in the first place?
Oh, shout outs to fucking Jalen Green. That nigga said y'all niggas want to laugh at me for fucking being a kid, wilding out. Oh, I got one better for you, nigga. I'm gonna get you. The woman that you niggas was spanking your monkey to for years on social media. My man Jalen Green said, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'ma hold it down for the motherfucking hood. One time for Jalen fucking Green. Y'all motherfuckers may want to start naming y'all kids Jalen because Jalen Brown and Jalen Green is doing that motherfucker for the young niggas all around the world. But people who don't know what I'm talking about, 21-year-old Jalen Green of the Houston Rockets got himself one of them ones. One of them ones that niggas been spanking their monkey to for years on social media. He got Drea Nicole. What's her fucking Drea Nicole? Is that her shit? What is it, Drea? What the fuck is Drea's name? Oh, Drea Michelle. My bad. For her, it's ridiculous. She was fucking 38 years old and he 21. That's ridiculous. I'm not a fan of that. But for him, as a man, I ain't mad at him for taking that down because I would if I was him. For her, that's nasty work. That's a 17 age gap. I'm not a fan of it. On that fence.
She got a bad rap.
Who, for her? How she got a bad rap? I don't even know who. I know who she is, but I don't know who she ever dated. I know she dated a nigga that played for the Magics before, and that's when she had that video when she was talking about she could erase her whole facts. But
She got a bit. That's how she got on Basketball Wives.
But what's her bad rap though? I don't feel like niggas still gonna want her.
She was okay. She was attached to Chris Brown.
I mean, I don't know. I don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying, you know, she got bodies on her. I mean, of course she did with the Dallas nigga. That was her last big relationship.
What Dallas nigga?
Or one of the cornerbacks.
Trayvon Diggs?
No, hell no. Trayvon Diggs just got to Dallas. It was before him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was dealing with him. That was her last big relationship. She was with him. But she got a couple of celebrity.
But niggas don't care, dog. Who gives a fuck?
Niggas don't. No, but you're young.
So okay, so it's not.
She ain't like.
No, I don't know. Listen to what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying, but I don't necessarily know what's the bad 21-year-olds for him. I don't know. So if I gotta go catch me an old school joint, I'm okay.
What you mean? Ice Spice? How old is Ice Spice?
Oh, I mean, she young too. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of young joints out there.
Yeah, but if I'm a young, let's be real. If I'm a young, if I'm him, do I want to deal with somebody young and dumb as Ice Spice or fucking Sexy Red? If that's the age group, if that's the pissing pool I got to deal with in my early 20s, do I want to fuck with them, or I'd rather get me an old fucking seasoned vet who already know the fucking games? You know, you already milked the game. Yeah, so okay, so cool. So I know what you here for. I ain't here for a long time neither. I'm not trying to save one of you bitches.
I wouldn't be going public like that's my girl.
Do you think he give a fuck? Okay, I pulled her. Like, dog, you got to think about it. For some niggas, it's just like
I'm sure a lot of niggas pulled her. But
this is what you're saying. A lot. You can say the same thing for Bernice with Jaylen Brown. So what, nigga? That nigga don't. I don't care.
No. But okay, but that's what
I'm saying. Drake bought fucking Bernice a Bentley. You think did?
But listen, what you saying? You're saying Drake, right? Do you put Drake at a high standard than most of these athletes?
Yeah, but I think Drake can fuck anything.
But he can fuck anything. But that's what I'm saying. If you put Drake at a high standard, who would you rather have, Bernice or her?
Bernice.
Okay. And Bernice is how many? Is she what? Double
she ain't double her age, but she probably got about like 6 years or so.
So right, she got about a lot. So my thing is, I'm gonna take, but you're not the high top of the top. You're top, but you're not the high. You're not the best of the best.
I mean, I guess I'm not about to say I don't agree with you on that. I feel like she's up there. Like, nigga, she ain't no slouch. You ain't about to sit here and name 10 bitches on Instagram that you would take over her.
Yeah, what?
Shit, we'll try.
Lala.
Okay, go ahead.
Megan
what? Who?
Megan Good.
And you know all of them are older than her.
Right, but
he's 21, so you want him to even go double digits old. Them bitches in their 40s.
Okay, but the body's attached. I'm you telling me the name on Instagram, right?
Okay, so listen to what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. If I play basketball, I feel like for Lala is off limits because that's Carmelo woman. Niggas ain't chasing. They not going to chase. Niggas respect Carmelo too much, especially basketball niggas. Maybe rappers or other people may try, but I don't feel like no basketball. That's not younger niggas.
Respect what? Think you're a nigga. What do you respect?
No, niggas not chasing Lala.
What do you respect?
Niggas got respect for Carmelo Anthony.
Okay. Why? LeBron, not Carmelo.
Oh, endless niggas being interviews, bigging Carmelo up. You have to be like, niggas
big him up, but what are you saying?
You acting like Carmelo Anthony is Paul Pierce, dog.
Did you not see Lala on Power?
I did.
All right. Would you not hit her?
Yes, I would.
All right, then. What respect? You're not gonna say, oh, that's Carmelo's baby mother or ex. I'm not gonna touch
That's his ex-wife.
Okay.
They was married.
Okay.
Her name is Lala Anthony.
Okay. And you're not gonna touch her.
All right, go ahead. You got two. Megan Good, Lala. Go ahead.
Chloe Ray.
Who?
I mean, not Chloe Ray. I mean, Chloe Bailey.
All right, go ahead.
Chloe Bailey. Ice Spice. Meg. Lotto.
All these women you naming ain't single neither. So,
but you you telling me I'm an NBA player.
I get what I'm saying, but I only can go for what's out there, nigga. You naming bitches who's in a relationship.
A lot of people ain't too many of them. They got somebody. Ain't nobody saying. I mean,
so you proving my point. So I'm gonna go for what's fucking out there, nigga. I'm gonna take what I can take. I ain't about to sit here like
out there for a reason. Then,
man, I don't give a fuck. I want to try. Same way I want to try Brittany Renner. Fuck that, nigga. You tripping? I don't know what. I'm not taking Brittany Renner over fucking Drea. You're tripping. Fuck no.
Oh, I thought Brittany Renner was.
Nigga, she tough, but I'm not taking over Drea. Nigga, you must ain't looked at Drea titties or something. I don't know what the fuck you tripping over. You got Drea.
Okay, but looks wise, Drea got a big ass forehead.
Yes, yeah, and there's a lot of bitches out here with big foreheads. Got some
I'm
fucking
saying,
fire too.
but what do enough? I'm saying, what do Brittany Renner have? I don't know. If I'm saying I'm not a fan. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What do Brittany Renner have?
Both of them tough. I ain't saying neither. To me, ain't even one of them slouches. You shitting on her. I'm not. I'm cool. But why are we talking about just unnecessary people fucking dating situations?
Sex with a girl. She came to the crib. She was smelling really good. Everything was cool. We were actually hanging out at this spot before, before she came back to the crib. So she go home and she said, "I'm gonna go home and freshen up, and I'm gonna come to your crib." Okay, so she comes to my crib. I've been living here in LA at the time. She comes to my crib, and we start kissing, and we doing it. So I get my condom, I put it on, and I'm going. We having sex. Okay, cool. The TV is on, so the TV goes black for a second. Like when it's changing over to something else, and then the light comes on, and I look down, and I seen the condom. So I'm like thinking, damn, my condom came off. I grabbed the condom and I to put it back on, and I felt like my condom was still on. So I was like, yo, what the fuck? And so she had a condom stuck inside of her. And the first thing I thought about it was like, how long was this condom inside of you?
Wait, there's no way.
That was the most disgusting shit ever. I dropped the condom like, oh,
what?
Yeah, it was disgusting. It was crazy.
See, now that's crazy.
That's some shit. I'm speechless.
I would never heard nothing like that in my years.
You could have never. I couldn't have imagined something like that ever happening, but it happened.
What did she say? Like, I'm sorry.
Did you think
she was
you probably did you think like, was it one of your members before you? Like spectacular. What the fuck you doing with this bitch?
I was having sex with a girl.
My question first off, do you think that's a real story?
I was trying to figure out why you always lying. I was trying to look for that. Oh, what? That shouldn't even make sense.
And the reason why I say it didn't make sense because one thing, okay, let's say the condom did come off. Nigga, how can you put it back on?
No, he said he said
no, he was no. So listen to what he said. He said he was hitting her and he thought his shit came off. So he was going to pick it up and put it back on. How the fuck do that? You can't put a used condom back on, nigga. Where the fuck do they do that?
No, he didn't put it back. He was definitely
no, Marcus, but listen to what I'm saying. He's saying his initial thought was the reason why he picked it up was to put it back on. And then he seen that he still had his on. So my question is, nigga, on what planet can you sit here and fucking you use it a rubber and then put another jump back on?
No, you can't.
A used one? How?
Yeah, you can.
Man,
there's some snatch and grabs out there.
Some what?
The grippers that gripped it.
Yeah, and okay, nigga, you better get a new one then. The hell you talking about? You reusing it? How?
You can't put it back on if you just start. That's what I'm saying. From his story, from what he's saying is like we just got it in the mix. We just boom, 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 and it just like all of a sudden, damn, I see this condom on the floor.
Nigga, I have never in my life seen a condom that you can re-put back on after you already been using it. How?
Yes, you can. You can put it back on.
Yeah, shout outs to you. You playing a different type of game, nigga. Fuck that. You better go get you a new one, dog.
You can put it back on. My one, like I said, the story sound wild. I mean, it sound like that shit wasn't true. Because you were like, damn, TV was on, just went dark, and all of a sudden now I look down.
I mean, he said he was already in. They was already having sex when the TV was on, and then it just went dark, and then he was still already having sex.
That shit sound wild.
Even when I originally heard it, when our younger brother originally sent it to me, but there's some stories I would just take to the grave. If that was my story, I'm not just dog.
So you about to sit here and say she didn't have that condom in her for how long now? If you said she went home and showered, or you said she went somewhere else and got fucked and then came to you, which one is it?
Either way, I don't give a fuck. I'm not telling that story to nobody.
No, you're right. I wouldn't.
Like it's just some stories just like, nah, dog, it's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Or it would have to be on my own podcast. I'm not going on somebody else. You're not about to eat on my shit.
Fuck. Like that shit was. It was wild, but it's just like
nigga, ain't no way in hell I'm telling that story on somebody else shit.
I feel like this shit was.
If I'm gonna tell that story, I'm gonna keep that shit for myself. You got me fucked up. I ain't even gonna hold you. But yeah, anyway, because I did glance over it. But shout out to Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti, I don't need to play none of the songs off the jump, but he did have a couple of jumps on there that I fuck with. I'm gonna give a rundown of the jumps that I did like on that Yo Gotti jump.
Michael,
go ahead.
How do you feel about him and Angela?
What you mean?
Do it feel right to you? Like, do it look right to you?
Yeah, why? Why not?
I don't know. Just some people just like it looked kind of awkward. Their relationship.
Not to me, it don't. Like, what's awkward about it?
I don't know. Because I guess because she's a princess. You know, like she has the perfect image. And
What's,
it's
but
like,
but again, that's an image because listen,
that's
and the whole and I don't mean this disrespectful. I don't know.
Her deal with her than Bow Wow.
No. I don't necessarily know what type of nigga she really. Her baby father got killed.
Yeah.
I don't say you. Y'all.
But
you.
What?
Listen, what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't know what her ties. Yeah, you don't know where his ties.
Yeah, I don't know what his ties or what type of shit he was into.
Right.
So I can't sit here and be like, I don't know what you don't know what her type is for real.
Like,
what?
That's a big age gap.
What with them two? Fuck no. Yo Gotti not old. He ain't super old. And I don't even know how old she is. She in her 30s, right? Gotta be. Nigga, she was
What's Gotti?
Probably in his 40s. My only thing is the songs that I fuck with the most was the first way to driveway furniture. He was talking that shit on it, but my favorite song on it was My First 100 Bands. I swear to God, he should have put ESTG on it. That My First 100 Bands, I was like, dog, how did you not put ESTG on it? It's nowhere in hell. I give you too much credit for being a great CEO. That was the worst fucking move he ever made. Dog, you should have put ESTG on it. That shit just sound like an ESTG song on it.
That was it. Who else he had from the label on there?
He only had Money Back. So I don't know if he just was like, I'm just not trying to put all, because I don't want to just be a CEO and pick and choose who I want to put on what songs. Like, all right, let me just do Money Bag and that's it. So I don't got to choose.
So is that an album or a mixtape?
A mixtape.
Okay.
I mean, but they still can count it like an album. I mean, he owned the fucking label. So, I mean, you put it on a platform, it's a fucking album, but I mean, it's a mixtape.
Oh, no, that's probably
it's only a couple songs and fucking DJ Drama on there talking all over the motherfucker. But that My First 100 Bands. Oh.
But so even listening to what's name talk about it, do DJ Drama talking on it kind of hype the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
of course, it make it, nigga.
Right. So would you listen to it just without him on there?
No.
All right. That's what I was wondering too, because even like I said, I listened to it and with DJ Drama, it adds to it.
I mean, I would get why you put the version without him on there, because let's just say for somebody who using it for, like, if I'm using it for a Spain class or something, like if I like this song,
but
like,
I think you would have separated though.
For what? I don't have. What do I got separated for? There's so many people that fucking you can just.
No,
okay,
that shit was kind of confusing too. Because even when I looked at it, I'm like, dog,
it ain't confusing, nigga. It's 10 songs on here. So when they go back to number one again.
But if you're not looking at it, you just got the shit playing.
Yeah, it's just okay. The song just gonna play again, and DJ Drama not gonna be talking. What's confusing about it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, didn't I just hear the song before? If you tell me it's only 10 songs on there, but I just got it on play, like if I just started to play and it's just playing, and then all of a sudden, like, damn, I just heard this song, but it sounds totally different without DJ Drama on there.
Yeah, but if I'm using it, let's just say for example, if I got a spin class,
that's why I'm saying, like, why wouldn't they be separate? Like, this is the DJ Drama, this is the album without it. That's all I'm saying. Like, why would you separate the two? Like, this is the DJ Drama Gangsta.
Same reason why people don't separate the deluxe shit. Like, I'm sure it's just a numbers thing.
But the deluxe shit, you adding songs on it. That's the same. Those are the same exact songs. You're not adding none on it.
I mean, I get it. I don't. To me, it's not a big deal. I understand it, because most people, where you getting your music from? Even if I'm a DJ, they're not going to DJ pools no more. You just downloading your shit just like everybody else is. So okay, here it goes, right here.
You download or you just Apple Music?
I mean, I just use my shit on Apple Music, but I'm saying if I'm a DJ, DJs, you probably got to download it. So even if you in a club and ain't no Wi-Fi, you can't be streaming that song. You got to download that shit to your hard drive.
Oh, you do?
Hell yeah. Because what if it ain't no Wi-Fi in the club you at? Because if you don't got no Wi-Fi, you don't got no signal, that Apple Music shit ain't gonna work.
I just started using Apple Music, so I don't.
Yeah, that shit got to be downloaded. That shit got to be downloaded to your phone. Like, if you don't got that's why the songs that you download, like, if you download, like, if you're on an airplane and the songs is not downloaded, they don't play. Even if you got on your Apple Music shit, it's not gonna play unless you got Wi-Fi.
I didn't know that.
Or if not Wi-Fi, of course, you know what I mean. Like, your fucking, you gotta have signal on your phone.
I didn't know.
So, but the junks you download, so even like with podcasting, and that's why people like, I listen to podcasts on the air.
I didn't.
But this shit is downloaded to your phone. So if you don't download the episode,
but it's automatically. Some people have it set already.
Yeah, automatically for download. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know that until we was in the room. And Matt was like, well, how the fuck you listen to the shit? He's like, well, I
download.
I didn't know that.
You got to download.
I was like, oh shit, yeah, my shit already. But like music wise, no.
Yeah, music don't automatically download, but podcasts most of the time do. Yeah,
that's why I was like, yeah. Shout out to y'all, download.
Real quick, let that joint load up, but we can get into some more topics. YouTube, give me a second, Cap. Or we can come straight into this with this Makonnen. Oh, we need to talk about the fight in the box. I mean, baseball.
You talking about it? I don't even know who the fuck they were.
What else? 50 Cent, Lil Wayne. Oh, he invented face tattoos. Oh, you gotta talk about that. What else I got on here? Trump and the IRS. Money, ugly God. I can talk about that shit right here while we here. Ugly God, for people who don't know who Ugly God is, he was on that double XL. What year cover was that? Was it 2000? It might have been 2016, but it was a cover where it was a bunch of the what's SoundCloud rappers. When a lot of them was on that cover and Ugly God was on there. A lot of them people felt like they was SoundCloud rappers. A lot of them didn't last or didn't still have no relevancy. And even with this shit, I mean, I don't want to sit here and say I feel like because he's cold, but it's like I almost feel like some shit you like this shit could be it may be a role. I don't know him from Adam and Eve, but just his character, the way he comes off on social media, I can't imagine him killing somebody. So him admitting that he killed his man's father, like I don't know that one. That to me just sound kind of like niggas ain't heard nothing about you in years, and it's the first time your name come back up on some.
It was recently.
Yeah,
that he killed them.
Yeah. Yeah, it said last month while doing an argument, he was driving with his friend's dad and had an argument with him last month and then admitted to shooting him.
Well, who did he admit it to? Like he just
I don't know, but it's just a headline in the story. But it seemed like just like I said. I mean, of course, and you could be wrong because people could be wrong about fucking look at Lizzo, but just the way he comes off on the internet, the way his character, like dog, one of his first viral videos, he had a fucking lizard on his nose. Like, he was on some like weird trolling type shit. So it's just like and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that type of person can't get active neither, but
for you admit something like that, but why? And you wasn't getting testified, and you just admitted that I killed my friend's father.
Yeah, I mean, this shit sound crazy, but should be.
That's even like that dude. What we was talking about earlier. Whatever his name is, that was signed with Drake. For him to say he was like the first gay.
Oh, Makonnen. Oh, we ain't even talk about it. We about to come in with that.
Like I ain't understand that with him.
Yeah, I got eyes on him. You know, you can get with this or you can die alone. It's up to you. You dead, bitch. 718, sit your ass down. I need an FRE AK-47. I'm running low. I'm taking fire. Grenade. Fall the fuck back. It's gonna blow. Multiple targets. I'm reloading. Man, I ain't got no time for that shit. Not today, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Sniper. That's one of my fans. Don't shoot. Check your fire. Don't you know who I am? I'm the Alpha, the Omega, and everything in between. Enemy APC is down. Ha! Visual on a boss bitch. That motherfucker got me. I'm down. Throw a grenade.
No, that shit was tight. That's a nigga to make his voice sound just like fucking Nicki Minaj.
That's her what's the name on the game.
That's her voice on the actual game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not him. That wasn't him doing a voiceover?
No, that's supposed to be on the game.
Nah, dog. That's him doing a voiceover.
No, that's on the game because even Kevin Durant is on the game. He's talking. He has his actual what's name on there. I don't think they put that Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg and them on there yet. But no, Kevin Durant, because I don't play with my headset on or anything like that. And I was I'm like, dog, is that fucking Kevin? And he was talking. I forgot his little.
Hold on, Marcus. This nigga moving his lips the whole time, dog.
Got eyes on him. You know, you can get with this or you can die alone. It's up to you.
Dead,
bitch. 718, sit your ass.
Yeah, no, I know she on the game, but I think that's him.
That's the game. That's not him actually talking, nigga.
All right, well, anybody who got Call of Duty and you got the Nicki Minaj on, please let me.
It's not on there yet.
All right, well, when it get on there, please let me. So how he doing it already then? That's my point.
He's a screener. I mean, he's streaming. He probably has access to it.
All right, well, when they come out access to regular people, somebody please let me know. Was that him doing a voiceover or was that
I think that's what's that?
Nicki's actual voice on the game?
Because I heard it and I'm like, damn, is that fucking Kevin talking? No, it's there. They have it on there. Because they do have, like I said, you have people talking like, oh, don't shoot me, motherfucker. Like they pay people actually talking. Their voice talking on there. So that's probably what that is.
Yeah, well, either way, that shit was tight as shit. But if that's him doing the actual voice, that's even tighter than her being her actual voice on the game. Because I'm like, damn, as a nigga, if you can get your voice to go like that.
He not even in front of a mic. He just sitting there. No, that's not him talking. I'm sorry.
Well, you might be right. We'll see when the actual game come out. When do all the games even start coming?
What do you mean? Call of Duty's out now.
But not with them on there though.
Yes, it's out.
With the Nicki on there?
No, that's what I'm saying. They probably released. You said August 11th is the actual 50th.
Hip hop.
Yeah, so maybe they probably releasing them
on Friday.
They just did the update.
So do you have to pay for? So do you have to pay for them?
Probably. This is like Fortnite, where you buy the coins and stuff to buy them.
Okay, so but when do 2K and Madden come out?
2K comes out September. Madden's already out, I think, or it might be about to come out the end of this month.
Yeah, I'm about to say Madden can't be out yet. I ain't seen nobody
because even with them, I feel like they need to be like everybody else. Like you just keep updating. You know what I'm saying? Like stop making people buy the game. Because all you doing is updating the roster.
Yeah, I mean, but they do change the game because it ain't that shit ain't just don't be as easy. Like certain shit, like 2K, some shit get more difficult.
You ain't changing that. That's what I'm saying. You can update your server. Fortnite been out for years, and people still buying, still spending money on Fortnite. Grand Theft Auto been out for fucking 15 years. That last Grand Theft.
Yeah, but 2K gonna do that. But 2K need them. They can't. September, October.
What?
Leak the jump when the what's the name shit the Nicki shit come out on
I say it's not on there right now because I look for it.
Yeah, we're gonna see, but yeah, I don't Leak. I mean, I know because he really played.
Would he be on PlayStation or Xbox?
I don't know, but I know he'd be on.
Shout out to Leak.
Yeah, shout out to Leak. I know he'd be on that Call of Duty shit. Yeah, real quick. Let's get into Makonnen. So basically, for people who don't know who ILoveMakonnen is, he is the nigga who had the song with Drake on a Tuesday. Snoop Dogg dropped. Oh, he said Snoop Dogg dropped on there today.
Oh, okay.
And Nicki gonna be on there either this week or next week.
Yeah, that's what I figured. If I said I knew they was because I think 21 Savage supposed to be like a secret.
And he said he be on Xbox.
Oh, he be on Xbox. Oh, tell him to add me.
Marcus said add him on there. But anyway, for people who don't we got super sidebar. But yeah, so Makonnen. My brain be going
up.
Yeah, so for people, he had the Tuesday song, and of course Makonnen fell off, and I don't necessarily know
fell off like a bad sack.
But I don't necessarily.
That's the one hit wonder.
No, he's not, and that's why
okay, the Molly shit. All right, that's 2 songs.
And he got the whip song with the Migos.
What whip song with the Migos?
Oh yeah, see, that's my point.
I only know, like I said, I only know Growing Up on a Tuesday and that Looking for Molly shit.
I ain't even know you knew that song because a lot of people don't know that one. I'm surprised you know it.
I mean, of course it was Tiger, but yeah, no, I knew it was his.
Tiger on that? What's that? The remix? I ain't never heard that version.
Looking for Molly?
Oh,
yeah, it was on Tiger.
Hold on, I'm just trying.
I want to hit wonder.
I love Montgomery.
One hit wonder. Talking about he was the first one to come out. He's the OG. I don't know if that's something to brag about.
I'm trying to get his name just to come up. But anyway, just for people who don't know, I'm
on Tuesday.
No, I put on Tuesday, but I was trying to get the other songs to come up.
But you can click on him. Once you pick on Tuesday, his name should be under it. Probably didn't change his name.
No, it still come up, but I was just trying to. But he got a song with the Migos. It's called Whip. So for people who don't know, just go listen to it. It's on there, and he got a couple songs with Rich the Kid. But I mean, of course, if we talking about the definition of a one hit wonder, and if we talking about people who know him for just a Tuesday song, he will be definition of a one hit wonder. If you're not like on some super Atlanta music type shit,
even that Molly song it wasn't that big as Tuesday.
No. Yeah, hell no, it wasn't nowhere near as big as Tuesday. But no, but that song, but I got the Molly, and then that shit crank. But
it crank, but it wasn't that.
Like it wasn't that big. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. It was not. But I'm just saying for people who was actually like into just that whole Atlanta scene at that time, he had other songs that was like, okay, this cool. He all right. It's not just was on some one hit wonder shit. But I do just think realistically, I don't think he tried to use him coming out as an excuse. Like that's why the industry stopped fucking with him. I don't think that's what it is. I just think you just wasn't ready for that song to be as big as it was, and you didn't. And don't get me wrong, maybe people stopped fucking with you
You ain't had nothing else.
I can't say he had other songs, but I think people just realistically, even just like when you talking about just even with the snitching shit with Gunna, I think people make a bed and lay in it with sometimes where it's like, yeah, I may not sit here and still fuck with you because of whatever the case may be. So if I'm relying on features and beats from this person, then yeah, you not ready for your own career. Because that's even just like perfect. Let's just put it on podcasting. That would be like me sitting here saying I'm relying on guests or I'm relying on a fucking co-host. If this what you really want to do, nigga, you gotta be able to hold it on and carry yourself where you need to go. You can't sit here and be like, oh, people stop fucking with me, so this, that, and the third. That's on you. Then that means you wasn't ready to put your own career and take your career in your own hands. You was waiting on other motherfuckers to keep helping you. So you was looking for the next big feature. You was looking for the next big beat. So anyway, make a long story short, NBA YoungBoy started fucking with Makonnen again. And they been put out a song a couple months ago, and that song was just mid as shit. But I guess they shooting a video for a new song they got together, and they was been, of course, because fucking YoungBoy still on house arrest, he still got to stay in Utah. Only people will see if you going to go to Utah. So Makonnen went out to Utah and they riding around in the car together and they looking sus as a motherfucker in the videos together. Yeah, he just shaved off his facial hair. He looking like a fucking pervert anyway. But still, so people see him like, oh, if he gonna fuck with YoungBoy gonna help him get a buzz again. So niggas start DMing him again. Swae Lee DM'd him. Fucking Metro Boomin, oh bro, we need to work again. Post Malone, man, we ain't cooked up in a long time. And he was.
Do you believe that though?
Nigga, he screenshotted him. Oh, that's how niggas be. No, I'm sure niggas is trying to work with Gunna right now.
I hear Gunner. Gunner
Tuesdays, but listen what I'm saying. But Makonnen know how to make good songs.
I hear what you're saying. That Tuesday song compared to Gunna is not the same. Gunna done had enough.
Nigga, that fuck you mean ain't bigger than Tuesday. Going up on a Tuesday, Gunna don't have a song bigger than going up on a Tuesday, dog.
I don't want to debate with that.
Go ahead.
Pusha P.
It's bigger than going up on a Tuesday.
No, I'm just saying, but because of what happened, I feel like it didn't get.
It don't matter. We talking about what's on the. What's your stats? What's your stats like, buddy?
Nah,
he don't have a song bigger than on a Tuesday. Not saying that I wouldn't rather get a Gunna feature than a fucking Makonnen feature, but I'm not about to sit here and act like the Gunna got a song bigger than Tuesday.
But I feel like out of sight, out of mind.
Of course.
Just like when you sit here say Travis Porter, what's their song? What was their song? Their big song.
I mean, they had a couple. Make It Rain.
That's what I'm saying. So if I don't see, I feel like that at that time, yes, it was a big song. But I don't feel like it's a bigger hit than Fuck You Mean right now. I don't like I said, going up on a Tuesday was cool at that time, but then all right, it died down.
But you can say the same thing about Fuck You Mean maybe 5 years from now.
You forget about that going up on a Tuesday. If you don't say nothing about, you forget about that shit for real.
Unless you're on the club on a Tuesday. I'm sure if you're in the club on a Tuesday, anywhere in America they play, anywhere in the world they probably playing it. I ain't saying that they playing it at 3:00 in the morning. I mean, when the club is at peak hours. But if I'm DJing at a club and I'm DJing at 10:00, I can throw that on. And if I'm on the Tuesday,
I ain't heard that shit in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
until he just came out and say, "Oh, I'm the OG who come out the closet or whatever." That's my thing. Like, I forgot all about that shit. Forgot even that nigga even existed.
I ain't disagreeing with you, but at the same time, I'm not. I love. Yeah, I'm not. Oh my bad. I ain't disagreeing with you, but I'm not at the same time. I'm not. I ain't playing with him like he ain't got no Jones. Yeah, he put out a new project called Pink Nails. Oh, that was that.
Just roll out.
Oh no, he ain't got NBA YoungBoy on that song. He just put out a jump though. He just put out a project called Pink Nails. But anyway, I don't want to hold too much time on him. But I'm not mad at him though. If you say fuck me and everybody turn their back on me, and then you feel like just because I'm getting a cosign from y'all, I'm not fucking with y'all niggas again because you left me to dead. If you cannot leave me to die and like you just completely.
Do you think any of them need him?
No, they don't need him.
All right, that's why I say I don't believe it. I feel like yes, you just trying to catch up. That's you clout chasing.
No, of course, yeah. But two things can be true. You're absolutely right. He's clout chasing, but at the same time, that is the industry on some dick riding shit.
But even the Nate, Metro Boomin, Swae Lee, And who was the other person you said?
Post Malone.
Post Malone. Why would they need him?
Oh, I'm gonna take a perfect example. Reason why you probably would say the same thing is why do Drake need Lil Yachty? But I can play you this new fucking Lil Yachty song, and you could be like, "Oh, this where Drake getting that new sound from."
No, I hear you. I hear Lil Yachty. I heard Swae Lee recently. I heard Metro Boomin recently. I heard Post Malone recently. Why do I need you?
Because sometimes niggas who make hits know other
it.
niggas who know if you can get a studio. I'm not saying this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that hey, you per se yourself can make a hit for you, but you may be able to get into the studio and come up with a melody that I haven't heard or I can't think of, and I can just take it from you.
I'm fine with that. If you in the back, you doing your thing, you making hits for us. I'm cool with that. Just like fucking Juicy J and all them. Juicy J's been making hits. He ain't put out a song recently, but he been making hits. You hear, oh,
of course,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
you hear that on his tagline. But why am I going to you?
So okay, but no, listen, stay what you just said. A perfect example of what you just said. Juicy J can't make a hit for himself right now. But if you hear that, if you know that that's his
on a lot of songs.
On a lot of songs. So that's my point. I can't make one for myself, but that don't mean I can't be in the studio and make something for somebody else.
But that's what I'm saying. His tagline or his, I haven't heard shit from you. So why am I about to say, oh, all these people are just hitting you up is like, hey, let's go in the studio, let's work. Why? You ain't did shit.
You done shit in the past though. Your resume is still your resume, though.
Your resume is your resume, but your resume ain't that long. You got 2 jobs. Going up on a Tuesday and fucking Molly. Niggas don't even use Molly no more.
All right. I can't argue with you and disagree with you, but so much. I'm a gracefully bow on that one. Shout out to Boston Richie. Boston Richie removed the video that he made in FAMU. Of course, we played the song a couple of weeks ago. It's called "Send a Blitz," and he and FAMU got in trouble. The football staff the team got in trouble, and people that work on the staff got in trouble because they wanted to know how he got in. And he apologized. He like the video's been took down. I apologize to FAMU because I had a good relationship already with the players and with the staff. I don't want nobody else.
Somebody just used that as an example too. Damn.
Oh, that was it was Plies. Plies used it as an example. That's how I knew about it. When I seen Plies use it as an example, I went and looked up and I seen and Say Cheese tagged that same post of when Boston Richie said it. But it was just like, but he had a point though. Just like y'all made a big deal about this shit. Report that, keep that same energy when you're reporting about, I guess, the Alabama shit. And that's what
I just saw it today. Right.
That was where we at. This and kind of going back into parenting real quick because I did send you this one. I can play this clip of fucking Neo. What is it?
What's going on, loved ones? This is Neo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question, and I answered the damn question, okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with that. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So with that being said, y'all have a good day. I love everybody. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, but your opinion is yours. Speak your opinion as much as you damn well feel like it. Because as I said, they're not important, they're not special. Everybody got one, and you're entitled to it. I'm entitled to mine, all right?
Facts. I honestly should have played this clip earlier when we was having our conversation and our discussion about parenting. But just real quick, it just, again, when we just talking about parenting, and realistically, again, I think one of the things that we have got out of control is silencing our voice because you're too scared to chase. You worry about chasing money.
But that's a thing that's in the system, or even in your contracts or whatever. You have those, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I told you before when we talked about this, it's just like, who backed you?
Yeah, but real quick, it's not in your contract. It's the money because you want the easy money. The where you can get canceled. And Boosie said this before. Y'all can't cancel me because I don't do festivals. I do my own shit.
But you also gotta respect who is behind those those stocks or whatever that invest in you. Everybody's not for your shit too. You can talk it, you can speak it. Everybody's not for it. So I get it. Like I said, I get it. You might offend somebody, but at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion. And if you're not out there forefront speaking on it, then I can't. Why do I have to worry about it? Because that's the thing. A lot of people from behind might have an opinion or even say, well, damn, I don't agree with it. But you won't come forefront and speak on it because you might be ashamed of it. Now, how bad are you? You saying, oh, I don't agree with your opinion, but you won't come out and speak on about you having a child that's transgender. And that's why I respect, even with D Wade and Gabrielle. Yes, you putting yourself out there and you spoke, you know what I'm saying? You doing what you got to do. That's you embracing your child, whatever the decision they make. You promoting it, you for it. Now, the ones who's behind it, being serious, like, oh, all right, yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, be positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you for it, then speak about it.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, but I think you missing his whole point. Is if I don't speak against it, everybody's going to continually just get in line, and nobody's going to get their opinion back. You can't be scared. If you are a parent, but listen, that's cool. This is what I'm saying. It's fine. What he's saying is you cannot be scared to voice your opinion as a parent. You are a parent. Your child should not be able to. Because guess what? And I say this all the time. Y'all want to reinvent how to parent like you wasn't a kid and your parents didn't parent you. And if you don't like the way your parents raised you, cool, but I don't think you should sit here and go that far left, because if you here as an adult and you are extending some form of life for yourself and you can take care of yourself in some stance, then dog, your parents did a fucking good enough job where you don't need to sit here and try to recreate the wheel and just be pandering to your kids or pandering to people you may never meet because you want to voice you feel a certain way on how you should raise your fucking kid. So the way I feel about kids and marriage and all that shit, bro, I'm going to stand on that shit. And every time I get upset about it and I got this fucking mic on, I'm going to express myself. I'm not going to sit here and pander to a fucking audience so I can end up being like Lizzo and I'm on the mic or I'm in front of this camera, I'm living a fucking lie, and it's not how I really feel.
No. I hear what you're saying. But that's my thing is being a parent, there's no guidelines to be a parent. You have to explain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing that is kind of difficult. And that's why when you sit here and say, well, oh, you should be doing X, Y, and Z. Like, I could just take it for myself. I get on my kids. This is like certain shows, like, all right, you put these titles on it. These shows like the DC, the Gothams, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put all these shows out and the kids just looking at it, oh, this is DC, this is Teen Titans, but it's not the same thing as Teen Titans, the cartoon, as it is to the actual real people on there. And if I don't sit down there and watch it or even look at it to you, or I'd be like, all right, you watching Teen Titans, but you actually watching the real teenagers that's doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't sit there and watch it with them, you don't know the difference. They could say, well, I'm watching this Teen Titans show, you know what I'm saying? Or this Gotham show because it's attached to Batman and all that. But the stuff that they put in there, if you don't sit down and watch it, you're like, oh, damn, I'm with my kids to.
But it goes back, but it's what I'm saying. Go back to the key word we were talking about earlier. It's about actually parenting. It's actually,
but that's what my thing is. What you just sit here and say, you always preach parenting, but you can sit here and be all, I'm working this, I'm doing this. Oh, all right. Well, Mom, can I watch this? Can I get your prime access to watch Gotham?
Of course.
You're going to sit here and say, oh, that's Gotham Batman. You're not going to, if you don't look at it and actually pay attention to it, you're going to sit here and lie with them. But that's them putting that in there. And they putting all this other, you know. But
again, if you don't have people like Neo speaking up and saying, "Hey, we're not cool with this shit. I'm not cool with this shit. I'm not gonna act like I'm cool with this shit." Then guess what? Guess what? The people who create those shows that think, oh, they okay with it. Then nobody ain't complaining about it. If you don't complain about something, motherfuckers gonna just keep on doing it. Just like if you're in a relationship and your partner keep cheating on you and you never say nothing to them about it, guess what they're gonna do? Keep on fucking cheating.
And a lot of people has complained about it, even like with the whole Frozen situation. A lot of people voice their opinions about it or even say that, but then you have the people who was a part of that community was like, oh, But just because you watch it don't make you gay.
Mm-hmm.
So who voice is more stronger than the other?
It's whoever don't get tired first. Your voice can be just as strong, but some people just tap out sooner.
That's what I'm saying. So like I said, if you don't have a stern following, I mean, if you
don't have a stern belief in what you're saying, you're gonna tap out early. You'll tap out early, of course.
Yeah. So that's why I'm never. Yeah,
but guess what though? I can even tap back into myself. I could have thousands of times over tapped out and didn't even believe in myself. Okay, you can have a kid. You could have had a couple baby mothers, but if you stand firm and believe in what you believe in, put that fucking rubber on, and you better play ball the right way. Or guess what? You'll be having endless baby mothers and baby mother dramas. Or it is what it is. But just in other news, real quick, while we talking about, how the fuck did we get this far in the episode to talk about this? ESPN, what the fuck y'all doing, dog? Did we talk about that last week? Them getting rid of Mark Jackson?
No, because it wasn't official. But I knew it was coming.
Yeah, so they got rid of Mark Jackson and they bringing in Doc Rivers.
So even listen to the NBA TV and on the NBA radio and them talking about it. You got to think about all the negative, or even with Jeff Van Gundy, a lot of his stuff, he criticized the referees, the officiating, how many, I want to change this, I want to change that. The ESPN kind of want to keep this squeaky clean, Yeah,
that shit dumb, because I'm not going to hold you. I hope TNT get Mark Jackson. Dog, hands down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
I hear that's what I'm saying. So you gotta, what do you want? Do you want to hear somebody and that's why I said Mark Jackson?
But that's what I'm saying. No, but just real quick, because we had, I do remember, because when you just brought that back up, we had that conversation kind of last week. But and people was like, when you watch the games, you don't listen for the people commentating. I agree with it to certain, but it is some people, because Mark, that saying, hands down, man down, mama, there go that man. Or hands up, what is it? Hand down, man down. Like those little sayings that Mark Jackson, his signature for himself, bro. Other people who create content repeat them shits and motherfuckers saying, because
when that was popular.
When
LeBron was in Cleveland.
Nigga, he still say them shits now. What you talking about? When Steph Curry played, he say that shit all the time. Saying,
but that time when he was doing those, that was Golden State and Cleveland rivalry.
When nigga, listen to what I'm saying. I still hear him now. I look forward to listening to him and Jeff Van Gundy.
You hear them now, but I'm just saying, when that was a thing then, it's new ownership now.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. TNT, pick Mark Jackson up. Don't be stupid. Don't let Mark Jackson sit out no whole fucking year. That shit will be dumb. Did we talk about Cardi B? That microphone, they selling the shit on eBay. We talk about
the microphone?
Yeah, the microphone she threw at that girl, they selling it on eBay now. It started off at $30,000.
Who gonna buy it?
Nigga, somebody else already started bidding on it at $30,000. Somebody gonna buy it. Some weird motherfuckers out here. Yeah, of course somebody with some real money. Oh yeah. Well, let's get into before we get out of here. Let me see. Baseball, y'all needed that fight. I have never seen social media talk about baseball ever. Never. Like, it's just not a conversation that people just having willy-nilly. That night, did that motherfucking White Sox, and I forgot that Cleveland even changed their name to the Guardians, because I'm like, I thought they was playing the fucking Braves. I mean, yeah, was it the Cleveland Braves? Well, that's Atlanta Braves. What's the Cleveland shit? The Cleveland Indians. So they changed their name from the fucking Indians. And I'm not, it's late in the episode, I don't give a fuck. I still haven't never even met a real Indian person in my life, so I don't know how y'all keep finding all these people that's supposed to be offended by these fucking names. When have you in your real, we talked about it before, I lied about being fucking, I'm mixed with black and Cherokee or whatever, but I ain't never in my real life seen a fucking Indian, dog. I don't know how y'all let these people make y'all change our names, but whatever the fuck else. Anyway, Cleveland and the fucking White Sox fucking played, and they had a fucking fight. And let's be clear, the nigga from the White Sox had a mean square up game. And the nigga from Cleveland caught him with one clean ass jump and dropped his ass.
Did you really kick him though?
I didn't see that part, but he got hit in that motherfucking jaw. When he got hit in the jaw, nigga, that's what put him down.
No, that's what started the whole situation when he slid.
Oh, and the nigga stood over top of him. That's what started it. The nigga stood over top and put his dick over top of his head.
So that's what I'm asking. Did he actually kick it? You know what I'm saying? Did he actually make contact? Because I think that's what initially started the whole.
For with the video I seen and the way I looked at it, the nigga from Cleveland, nigga just, I mean, I guess to get him off of him, but the initial contact was he put his dick on top of his head. When he was sliding into the base and the nigga stood over top of him, he stayed over top of him, and nigga, he had his dick over top of his head, and that's what started the whole thing. But again, like I said, that was the most coverage, and that you know, so and sometimes, and that's when I and that's me just
That's
like
your
inside
coverage for your
baseball. I'm
ignorant
like,
ass.
how the fuck I ain't make a video to that? But I just wasn't even in the mood. Sometimes you just fuck that shit, and that's what. And I was literally having a conversation. I'm gonna get back onto the topic. I was having a conversation with a homegirl of mine, and I was like, some days I just don't be in the mood and don't care about some of that shit. Like some shit, you see certain shit going on, I just be like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. And baseball is just one of them. I don't care. Like, don't get it twisted. It was tight. Like, you haven't had a real reason
You
to
ain't
have.
seen that clean of a punch.
Fuck
They
no.
done had fights, but you just ain't seen that. Clean
No,
of a
hell
punch.
no, because them niggas normally don't connect. It's so many niggas to get in between it before they get to just pushing and arguing with each other. But that nigga squared. That Chicago, the nigga for the White Sox squared up perfectly. Like his form and everything was perfect. But that nigga from Cleveland just caught him smack on his chin, bop, and he went down. Like that was a clean ass punch like that. You guess what you wouldn't have seen? You ain't seen no clean punch like that during that old Jake Paul fight. I promise you that.
Open your palate. Open your palate.
Yeah, so that fucking happened. We talked about Sexy Red. Yeah, let's talk about the shot. I feel like we basically
talked about Sexy Red. We ain't talked about Sexy Red.
We did. We talked about her foot, whatever her showing her fucking feet. I ain't talking about this shit with her and Roland Ray going back and forth with each other. I don't give a fuck about that.
No, that's what I thought you was doing.
No. One of the dudes who was caught up in the Pop Smoke murder, I guess his brother was also a rapper, and they found his body in a fucking barrel like it was a fucking movie.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Can't have all the time, buddy.
Even if it didn't even have nothing to do with the Pop Smoke shit, like, yeah, that's weird and that's scary. Like, it's just like that. A nigga, that's some shit in a movie. Your body got found in a barrel, dog.
I ain't gonna say in the movie. That shit was because a lot of bodies been popping up and shit like that. That was some shit that they didn't want your ass to be found.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, they didn't at all.
They didn't want you.
Nigga, they chopped you up and put you in a barrel.
Yeah, because that's some shit they ain't want your ass to be found.
Other news while we just talking about random shit. Talib called. What's the nigga name? I don't even know. What he used to play for the Giants. The brother was sentenced to 37 years. The brother who at the football game he was supposed to be coaching and whatever they got into it and killed the coach is that nigga doing 37 years. So fuck him.
Huh?
What's the I believe what is it? Talib?
Oh, that was like last.
Yeah, like last year sometime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so his brother doing 37 years. And shout out to the Barbie movie. In 17 days, it made $1 billion.
That's not the top though, right?
I don't know if it's the top, but that shit has a bitch. I think it might be the top for the year.
Oh, for the year. Okay.
It may be the top for the year, but yeah, let's let that junk load up. Then we can talk about the shot and we can get the fuck up out of here. It was 3 hours. Bang, bang, Glizzy gang. Oh, y'all must be hooping. Nah, LeBron tweeted out, AR, you so cold, man. Team USA. So AR just cooking.
Oh, they playing?
Yeah. And KD and fucking
each
Draymond.
other?
Huh?
They playing each other?
They playing Puerto Rico. In Vegas.
Oh, they didn't do the red and blue exhibition?
No, they playing Puerto Rico right now.
Because that was how Paul George got injured, right?
Nah, he got injured in a real game.
No, it wasn't. It was an exhibition. It was
For real?
red and, yeah. It was a red and blue one. That's why I said they used to play against each other.
Oh, yeah. Well, they playing
That's why when you say, that's why I said I know they all go out, it's a trial. But that's why I said I think so many people canceled out and not want to play for that shit. Because that's why I said when Paul George got hurt, I don't think it was an actual exhibition game. I thought it was a red and blue game. If I'm not mistaken. Just
like a boss.
Get into this shot. Get into it. Yeah. Mr. Postman. All right, before we roll, let's get into this season 6, episode 1 of The Shy. Real quick, Victor, Victor? That's his name, right? Though his girlfriend is, or whatever. Yeah, girlfriend. I mean, I ain't gonna be disrespectful, but she's so fucking confusing because it's just like, though, you wanted this man to come out in public. You got mad at him last season because you're like, I don't want to be kept private. I'm not just somebody you can just fucking, you can be in public living a double life. And that's how realistically, that's how even how home, she moved on fast too. She went from Victor right to homegirl father, but that's cool. But just but my only thing of it is, how do you sit here? You scared to go public because people kicking your ass in the comment section. But this is what you asked for.
You asked for that, but then you also don't want to be disrespected.
But that comes with the show, dog.
It comes with a show, but nigga, how many females want you to be in a relationship with you? But then, okay, if I sit here and post you, it's gonna come some backlash.
Of course,
right? So her backlash is worse than a regular female, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So why do you think she's kind of, like?
I understand why, but then
I think if they was just regular people, regular dagler, and it wasn't no political shit, she would be fine with it.
But you knew, but I get what you're saying though, Marcus. But my only thing of it is, you knew this is who I was before you pressed me out to do something public.
But what was her job? To cover that, right?
Yeah. What the fuck do that mean? Did I'm posing? Did what? You listen to what I'm saying. You knew what your job. Hold, Marcus, this is what I'm saying. You knew what your job was beforehand. You knew what your job was, and you knew what my job was.
She was the one who got the information and put it out there.
Okay.
That was her. That's like.
So it's okay.
That's like you owning the shade room or whatever. One of them top what's name blogs, right? But then you in a relationship and shit get messy. You're not gonna report that, right?
I'm not, but guess what? It comes with the territory. Somebody else going
right.
to.
So somebody else, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like she probably just like, all right, I'm tired of getting the hate mail. I'm not.
Then
I
you
rather
should,
let
so,
you
so
do.
guess so,
I want you to, because it's getting down to the nitty gritty. I want you to win ahead and win this.
So
race.
listen to what I'm saying. Cool. If that's how you felt, then you should have just let me keep rocking out with old girl.
Because it wasn't original. Nobody was going to rock with you then. That's what she was trying to tell you. Be who you are. Because that really wasn't you.
I guess
that's what she was trying to tell you. Be you and stop trying to portray who be more comfortable. And when you be more comfortable, because even like when he said the whole social media shit, he was like, "No, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just so stuck." He's stuck in his ways.
Mm-hmm.
But what they went behind his back and did the shit, and then boom, you went up. So you got, like I said, it's just one hand washes the other. You can't. You wanted to be out there. You wanted to live your life. I want you to be free. Stop holding this behind you. Because even when he made that speech about his because she was there when he made the speech about his mother, right? When he opened about his mother.
I think so. I can't remember. That was
right.
That was last.
It was like you was just holding so much behind. Let it free and be you and speak from your heart. More people will rock with you if you being real. And
I mean, he won. I mean, it's cool. I just my only thing is I just hate, like, I can just picture you like a woman pressing you to do something, you cave into what you want to do, and then now she getting cold feet about it. But again, that's one thing I can say. Two things I can say about The Shy. They have super relatable topics, but then I can see kind of now where it's like y'all trying to turn this into power a little bit.
Into power? How?
Just even with the gangster shit and the guns and all that.
But but see, that's I think you need more of that though.
Yeah, to keep because you need. Oh, yeah, you listen to what I'm saying. But so that's my point. Because you need that shit to keep it for the shade room people. You need that extra bullshit. Because I'm a fan of All American, and I'm cool with some because nigga, I'm gonna get power from power. I'm gonna get BMF from BMF. The Shy could be The Shy. Like, I'm cool with that. Even that's the perfect example. The reason why I say that you don't need that shit, because that storyline, even with Kevin, though, everybody, whenever you moved out your parents' house, I don't know a motherfucking soul who never had that moment where you sit here and go back home and steal some toilet paper, steal some food. Everybody had done it. Especially when it's your first time moving out and you really ain't ain't familiar with being an adult yet. Everybody has done it. But that story is super relatable.
But I think even with The Shy, I think you still need to keep that. We knew it's The Shy. We can't. It's Chicago. We know Chicago been rough. I don't need this lubby-dubby ass bullshit. I still need the good shit to make me. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing about this whole. It's like, all right, like, what the fuck? Like, this shit is getting boring to me. I need some fucking action. Shout out to fucking what's name, Doobie and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with the little brother, like, this nigga just, what the fuck is he doing? Selling t-shirts?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
What do you mean? What's wrong? But I looking at the whole show is like how you came about and what you was about. It's just like, all right, yes, Emmett's still doing his food. You know what I'm saying? Like Emmett's still doing this same path. Kevin is still doing kind of pretty much still doing his same path. But like even with the brother coming in there, it's like you was on some thug shit. You like I feel like even for me to keep watching this show, I need him to have some controversy in his little political shit. I need some of his old past to come up about, oh, you had these bodies. Like you need that in there. Nobody wants to live a perfect life or even wants this whole, you know what I'm saying? Like it got to be something in there.
I mean, I hear you, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm sure some people do feel like that. Me personally, I don't, because I feel like you don't get that on All American. All American is fucking cookie cutter as fuck, and people love All American.
No, I ain't stop watching All American. That shit just got too soap opera for me. Like then I barely playing football type of shit. Just all this love and woobly woo. Like you need like entertainment wise.
Listen, what I'm saying. I'm not. The only reason why I can't disagree with you because I'm sure it's people who feel exactly. If people didn't feel the way you wouldn't, it wouldn't. Them World Star Hip Hop wouldn't be World Star Hip Hop. The Shade Room wouldn't be the Shade Room. So I'm not disagreeing with you. I understand. You absolutely right. It is that is most audience probably feel the same exact way you feel, and that is why negative pages on social media go up so fast. So I'm sure people do need excitement. So I'm not mad at them for keeping people's attention however they can. So that is what it is. But like I said, of course, to me, one of the standout storyline to me, it was easy with the Kevin shit. And then shout outs to fucking Papa's Pulpit. Like she gasped, oh, yeah, I listen to your podcast sometimes. I'm not saying I listen to every episode, but I listen to a few. I heard the one with you and your friend and this. Like that shit was tight. Cause he think nobody don't listen to that shit. And the way it presents this shit on the show, nobody listens to Papa Pulpit.
Oh, so where you gonna go? Which way you gonna go? Are you gonna go for the older young lady, or you gonna go back to the old
to the big girl? Nigga, stop playing with me. What I'm going to the fucking
but
girl
that's
to work
your
at the
heart
job.
though.
Man,
see, there you go. All right, go ahead.
I ain't gonna say it, but you
go
nigga,
ahead.
I'm going with the girl that work at this fucking joint with him. You fucking tripping.
Because
let Kevin little ass have her.
Oh damn, you like older women? Come on.
But they young, so look, that's perfect example. She said that shit, and then before the fucking night was even over, her and fucking Kevin tongue kissing, and she halfway got her titties hanging out and everything. Like, what the fuck?
What I'm that see?
But even just the way the show started off this episode is like, damn, y'all got sex scenes off the rip. Like, damn, y'all giving.
I thought they did it last time though. When everybody, because remember that's when I asked you what song was that was playing in the joint. You told me to go on the little shot. They got a playlist shit.
Yeah, they do got a playlist on the shot.
That's why I said that's. I remember it was. I don't know if it was the last episode, but it was one of them episodes. It was one of them songs they just because everybody was having sex that day.
Well, this season started off with that. And Emmett was talking to fucking Keisha, and she was just like, "Nigga, shut the fuck up. This is not what you think it is. Whatever you think is giving it ain't giving that."
Now that situation, right? Are you really happy?
Who, her or him?
Him.
I mean, see, I haven't had no long-term in-house like that. But the way people talk about it, I feel like that's just what it is. That's the reality. From what I've heard other people explain it, I feel like that's more relatable and that's more normal for the average person who's been living with somebody for a long time.
But my question is, when you glorify off of something, you want something, but then when you actually get it, is that really what you want?
I think that, but I think that even ties back into last season when we talking about the way Tiffany was acting when Amar Shepard bought her them gifts. It's the same. I think that shit is for everybody. Everybody think the grass is green on the other side, and then when you in a long-term relationship like they all was, when you get a little bit of glimpse of something new, it's easy to kind of think that that's what you want all the time until that something new becomes something old now, and then they start to show you their flaws for real.
She made him wait at first, right? Yeah, remember she made her wait.
I don't know, because I feel like they was fucking before the show even got popular for real. Like Emmett and
yeah, before, yeah, right. That she was back in the day.
Because he was her first, I think.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
But then they stopped. And then that's how the whole with the
I think he waited him like for a second because he was playing the cool shit. Because remember he was watching the fake Kevin Samuels, Dr. Umar nigga.
Remember she even said, "I'm not giving him up. I'm waiting. I wasn't ready. Because of what they had back in the day." Because remember she took a minute until she told Tiffany that they did something, and that was the first. I think that was the first time. Remember when he sent her on a spa trip and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean you might be right. I'm not. My brain can't really remember to completely.
That show ain't that.
No, I remember what you saying, but I just, nigga, that shit was a year ago. Like, nigga, how my brain ain't that fucking fresh. I can barely remember what the fuck. That's why I watched them shows the day before we record. Nigga, my brain ain't holding that much fucking attention. Nigga, I taking too much content on a daily. Fuck no. I can't remember that shit. But I fuck with the shot. I think the shot to me is tight. It's always, like I say, you need a balance. Like, dog, I get BMF and I get power. I be needing a balance of some regular shit. And that shit to me is regular. That shit is more real life than other shit. Like, you can talk, it's different talking points. Just like you, just even with that little part right there, that to me is relatable. I'm sure somebody is laid up with somebody and they be having that boring type of, we've been together and been living with each other. Sex ain't about to be like fucking Valentine's Day every day. That's the same thing with the father too. When he said this shit, but he's rubbing her feet and all that shit. He was he was saying the same thing. But just even what perfect what he said though, like we gotta figure out ways to spice this shit up. We can't let it get old. You definitely get it. You definitely. So that's my point. But that's relatable shit. So then, okay, so you think Ahmad is getting born now? Ahmad Shaba getting born, or he, or she, or Emmett is starting to step up to be the nigga that she wanted him to be before. No, I don't think Emmett's stepping up to be. Emmett is being father. I don't think he's stepping up to being. I think it made me make Ahmad think about, damn, maybe I do need to fuck with Doobie a little bit more. Because even when they had that conversation, he's like, nah, the weed business is booming. I don't need to do. You get used to doing the same shit. Because when he was talking to him, he was like, nah, the weed business is doing good. Is it really doing that good if this nigga just sit here and bought your girl a car? Yeah, but okay, and I seen, because of course I did a video and somebody wrote me on TikTok and the girl was like, why her dude ain't buy it? But you got to think about it. When he bought Tiffany all them but listen to what I'm saying though. If she never asked him about a car, because when he bought her all them gifts, remember she spazzed out on him. Yeah, them gifts was enough that he could have bought her a car. It ain't like he don't got it. He bought her all designer shit, and she had endless shit under the tree. But guess what she did? She didn't want this shit. She kirked out on, this ain't what I want. You can't buy, you just can't buy my love, and this and the third. So if you shut that down, why the fuck would I think you wanted me to buy you a car? It's the value things, the little things. A car ain't a little thing, nigga. That's a big thing. It's still a little thing though. In that situation. For who? Huh? Who that's a little thing for? Niggas ain't just out here buying bitches cars, nigga. What you talking about? What's that? That's a little thing, nigga. He ain't on child support either. That's a little thing. Yes, that's a little thing. You have how many kids with her? 2? 1, I think. He got. Well, they don't ever bring up the other kids. Like they kind of made them shit just disappear. Yeah, I think they just got that one. But that's what I'm saying. So you just. All right, just real quick for people who don't know what we're talking about, because we kind of just skipping all over the place. Emmett bought Tiffany a car. For people, if you don't know who Emmett and Tiffany is, he got a new car. So let's paint the picture a little bit. He got a new car. He got him a Benz. And he was, he picking her. I guess he dropping his son off. She in the car. They just having a little conversation. And and she's. You gotta remember, Tiffany. Tiffany been with Emmett, money. And he didn't have money. She had money. He was chasing his dream. He really couldn't give her the finer things in life. So now he up because of the old head nigga investing in his business. And he told him in this episode, I can't just invest in your business. I gotta invest in you because you are the business. And realistically, you do gotta look a certain part because it make the business look better. It make it look more believable how the way you present yourself. And just a sidebar, I seen a nigga that work on ESPN, and I wrote this shit in the comment section on the joint. I forgot one of them fat old football niggas, bro. He looked like shit. And he was talking about, I don't know if Anthony Davis can stay healthy. I wrote in that joint. I said, how ESPN, y'all gotta stop being lazy. How you got a nigga talking about another nigga health, and this nigga look like he different damn sports, nigga. Man, that's 2 different things. You don't pay. I'm not looking for a freaking commentator or an analyst to be in shape. I'm like, nigga, that's just like you right now. You sitting there talking about Anthony Davis. You couldn't do half of the shit Anthony Davis do, but you be in the gym all the time. Like, yeah, because I'm not training to do what he doing. All right, he not training to do what he doing. He's training to talk. You can't like. Nah, dog. I'm sorry. You ain't about to tell me about it. You can't talk about a nigga health and you don't look like you can run 1 mile. That ain't the same. But anyway, going back into the ship. Anyway, he said, I need to invest in you. So he getting Emmett right. Got Emmett a new outfit. And that's when I really got the power, John. Like, you got these niggas buying suits. About to have Emmett thinking he fucking James St. Patrick. So cool. He buying them suits or whatever case may be. He got Emmett a Benz. So Emmett picked Tiffany up and she like, oh, nigga, you doing your thing. And he popping his collar, talking this shit. Like, yeah, this slight. She like, but damn, you can get you a new car. You don't want your baby mother and your son. You want us just in here just walking and getting on the bus and shit? And don't get me wrong, of course, listen, as a man, being a father, being a parent, parenting, he made the right decision. But I can't be mad at Keisha for feeling some type of way.
Why?
Because, nigga, you just buying your baby mother a car without saying nothing to me? We live together. We were just having sex yesterday, and you just feel I'm randomly gonna buy my. This is what I'm saying. This is what you ain't buy her a bag or Valentine's, a Mother's Day present. You bought her a fucking car, and you ain't gonna say shit to me.
Nigga, I ain't want to say shit to her about us even dealing with each other, right? But at the end of the day, that car is just not for her. It's for the kids. Like he said, I bought her a Nissan, whatever. It ain't like I bought her a Benz. I bought her a car so she can get around. That's less stress I have to deal with. That's less problems I have to deal with. She ain't got to call me to pick, you know.
Listen, I ain't nothing, nigga. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you, and you are a parent and you are a father, so I can't argue with you on this point. I'm just coming from somebody who don't got kids. I'm taking Keisha's side. I see where she could come from, where that would make somebody who don't got a kid with him feel some type of way. So you are speaking from Emmett's point of view as a father, so I can respect it. But I can sit here and say,
I'm sitting here taking care of a baby that's not mine, that you got, whatever the situation, you dealing with an older nigga.
Not dealing with an old nigga. She got raped. Come on, dog. Stop.
No. That she was dealing with an older nigga, though. Because remember, that's what he told her she needed to chill out. You know, remember she was dealing with the coach, the track coach.
Oh yeah. Originally,
remember she was getting money from. She was getting shit from him. Yeah. So like,
but that ain't who she had the kid with. That don't matter.
I know that's right. That's what I'm saying. But I think you about to say, oh, you didn't come to me, but that's my kid. You know, all right, I took care of that.
And for all the people who was early in the episode when we was talking about the U.S. team and y'all was sleeping on, they beat the shit out of Puerto Rico, 117-74. I don't know who played on the Puerto Rico team, but it's a stat, said it. But anyway, yeah, just like I said, I get it. I hear what you're saying, and when the way you saying it and you breaking it down, I get it. But I understand as somebody who don't, I understood where Keisha was coming from. And to me, as a Mars Shepherd, the biggest smack out of the whole situation is, nigga, you dropped this brand new car off in front of a nigga house. Like, you pull up to my crib, dog.
You mad? As a Mars Shepherd, you mad?
I ain't gonna say I'm mad, but I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Why? Now you don't have to take her around. She got her own car. She ain't gotta drive your shit. What are you mad about?
Yeah, because now you got one up on me though.
What do I have up on you? That's still your mother. That's still the parent, the mother of your child.
And you bought her a car now.
So what? You're not supposed to buy her a gift, or you're not supposed to sit here and celebrate her Mother's Day?
You can celebrate on Mother's Day, but you ain't no fucking NBA player, nigga. You can't be buying. You shouldn't. I ain't saying
right.
You can't.
So the way he invested his money, or the way he spent his money, if that was all right.
So listen. The thing about it, the way you absolutely right. She know he ain't balling. He ain't rich neither. So the way he spent his money and her and him for her to mention a car and him to go out and buy her a car, that shit gonna hit different.
But it's gonna hit different. Why though? Let's act like this is sports. You don't think before this season is over, you don't think that Tiffany and Emmett gonna have nothing to kick back off?
Huh? You don't think that Tiffany and Emmett gonna end up fucking each other or dealing with each other again before the season over? No. I'm going out on a limb and say they gonna if something.
No, because if he turned it down when she tried it.
Yeah, so listen, hold on. He turned it down because at that time he thought Keisha was gonna be something different. Him and Keisha keep getting into it and he got to keep jacking off. Nigga, he ain't turning that pussy down again. A nigga got to go in the bathroom and whack off, and he got cheeks laid in the bed with him. He ain't gonna turn it.
When you're done with the situation, you're done with it.
All right, I hear you. I hear what you saying.
I'm just saying, like, I don't. At the end of the day, if you not, I'm done.
So you feel so you feel like this nigga? Then hold on.
I'm done with it.
At the gates. You feel like this. Where is this shit at? Where the nigga who said this? Did I send that to you? I think I did. Oh no, I ain't seen it. What was wrong?
No, Tony. He said he definitely gonna hit her He definitely said he gonna hit her or he wanted it. You know,
I told you, dog. You buying, buying a car ain't a. I get it's TV, but niggas ain't out here just buying bitches cars, dog. You not about to tell me a nigga bought you a car and he can't spend. And y'all got a kid together and y'all got history together, and he can't never spend the block again.
It's not his money though. That's my thing.
Nigga, he on the hook for that money. What you talking about, nigga? Guess what? He on the hook for that money. You ain't taking money from that type of nigga and think you ain't in pocket.
Motherfuckers, I feel like that body about to be on him right now.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but you ain't taking money.
I feel like that body's on him now because he held that gun.
Yeah, I mean, he might got a point.
Cause I see that, and that's why I say I feel like
able to be friends with your ex, you're either never in love with them or you are still in love with them. If you're still able to be friends with your ex, you're either never in love with them or you are still in love with them.
I kind of agree with that, but go ahead. With that nigga just
if you
still able to be friends with your ex, or you never was in love, you never gave a fuck, so it don't hurt you, it don't matter, right. Or you still fuck with them.
That's what I'm saying. Some people don't. Like I said, once you cross that line, okay, we still have a child together. I don't want you sitting here getting on the bus and I got to do all that.
This is what I'm saying. I agree with all of that. What you said, that still don't neglect that she may feel like Emmett is becoming the man that I wanted him to be. I only left you and got frustrated with you because nigga, you wasn't being a man. Now you can be a provider. We already got history.
But that's what
everything else was perfect. You just couldn't hold it down financially.
Right. I hear that part, but that's what you failed to realize. Now that I got my shit together, now you want to be like, oh damn, you got your shit together. But like, I'm done with you. You went on to this nigga because he was spending money or he was doing whatever X, Y, and Z. When a nigga say, all right, I'm good, I don't need it. Niggas, it's hard for niggas to turn down pussy, right?
We're gonna see.
And if I tell you no, I'm good.
It's easy. It's hard to turn. I get it, but but listen, what I'm saying. Mentally, he thought he was gonna get something else from Keisha before then. What if if you telling me he go 3 more episodes and that sex is what the fuck she giving him, and he gotta finish off in the bathroom, dog? That by episode 5 or 6, he ain't turning on no pussy no more. You crazy as hell.
But then, okay, did you really love her then?
Did I really love who?
Keisha.
I did, but at the same time, I really love Tiffany. But you persuaded me and made me think life was gonna be better with you. Just like how we talked about this shit a couple hours. I mean, hours ago. Everybody always think grass is green on the other side until you got to really figure that shit out.
I get it, but even okay, that's just like you brought her in. That's a project you took in there. You was like, oh well, nah, you can. Oh, you good with my son? Oh, you doing X, Y, and Z?
Yes.
See, that's beneficial, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, what you got her there for? Did you really bring her there for the sex? You got it. That's what I'm saying. You got to pick and choose. You got to pick and choose.
No, listen. I hear what you're saying, but you got to remember their characters ain't in their 30s neither. You speaking from somebody in your 30s and have lived enough life to understand the conversation you having right now. I ain't disagreeing with you. And that to me would be the logical thing that we would want all people to think. But as adults, and these motherfuckers is in their 20s, his 20-year-old brain. And that hot and horny nigga, this is the same nigga who fucked Lala because they was in the kitchen cooking all the time.
You fuck Lala too.
But that's what I'm saying. So I think you just want too much out of a nigga who's still in his 20s. But again, I appreciate y'all for listening. It's a Tuesday. We end the show off on a strong note. I don't want to fucking drag it out too much longer. Each and every Tuesday, like share. You could even, if you want to get in the comment section every Tuesday now on, just go on YouTube, Sweezy Gang Entertainment. We go live probably. No, it's Sweezy Gang Entertainment.
No, when I Bushman, it came up. CEO Mikey. When I copied the joint, you might want to look at it. I think it's CEO Mikey.
I'm 100% positive it's Sweezy Gang Entertainment, but it don't matter.
Yeah, like I said, when I just tried to put it in there, I think it was like.
But either way, I end up start sharing the lives or whatever the case may be. If you want to get in the comments section and we could talk, throwing out fucking topics, ideas, giving feedback into the conversation. Like I said, each and every Tuesday, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell another fucking friend.
Mr. Crazy Wear. Yo, CEO Mikey.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy
like, share, and subscribe.
Steady week.